Hello there, very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us here on Idea World on ITV. I hope you enjoyed the wrestling a little earlier. Listen, let's get your attention because tonight we have a very, very special show lined up for you. Chances are many of you will have heard the term CBD oil. If you haven't, don't worry, because we've got an expert here this evening who's going to be sharing lots of information about CBD oil and what it could or couldn't do for you. It's really, really worth giving it a go. But I want to share my story, and I'm actually very, very excited because this is now my preferred brand. It's called Elixinol. In fact, feel free to go online and read about Elixinol. It's one of the world leaders when it comes to CBD oil. If you go to the USA website, you'll see these are a major player. They're in Australia, they're in Japan, they are all over the world. A world leader when it comes to CBD products. And in fact, they've even got awards now. They've been award winning, and I'll share the website with you a little later. One of the things I'm going to recommend that you do throughout the show, if you've got the internet, take the opportunity to go to, you know, the old Google or your favorite search engine and check out, right, maybe put in there the benefits of CBD oil. Just do a little bit of homework yourself. Go and do some research if you can. Read about it, because there's lots. We're never going to get everything out in this show. There's just not enough time to share everything with you. But if you go online, you'll be able to get ahead of us. And actually, if you really want to take a deeper dive, go to The Rock. Rock is just ROC. So THE, the ROC, Rock, that's Realm of Caring.us. And they specifically talk about CBD oil and all the benefits that you could be enjoying. So feel free to go to the website and do a little bit of research of your own. Now, I'll just share my journey with you very quickly. About a year ago, well, it was a year ago, it was in January last year. My best mate, he happens to live over in the USA. He's in Dallas. Not Dallas, he'd tell me off saying Dallas. Austin in Texas. It's not Dallas. He's like, not Dallas. Austin, Texas. And he called me up about a year ago and he's like, have you tried CBD oil yet? I'd never even heard of it. I had no idea what it was. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. So he told me about it. He told me all the things that were happening for him and why he loves it so much. I thought, I'll give it a go. So I went out looking for it and I found some. And I've got to admit, the first one I got, it's only a little bottle. First one I got, it almost tasted like oil, not oil, earth, dirt. It was very, I don't know, I didn't like it. So anyway, I went and got another one because he's telling me how great it was and how much he enjoyed it. I thought, I've got to try and find some myself. The next one was even worse. This blooming bottle, it was like treacle. When it's coming out, really, really dark brown, horrible stuff. But again, because my best friend, and he's like godfather to two of my kids, he's telling me, I've got four, he's telling me how great it is and why he loves it and blah, 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 all the things that I could be enjoying. So, right, I'll find it. Then I came across Elixinol. Gorgeous, absolutely love it. So I've started enjoying it now, for the past year. In fact, even my mum has got on it now. And there's lots of reasons that you might want to consider. My best friend over in Texas, he was telling me that he loves it because it's helped him to reduce stress. He got his own company, he gets quite anxious and blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm not telling you that it will work for you, but it's certainly worth considering. For me, what I found is that I find that I sleep better. You know, and again, that may or may not be true for you, but certainly find out. My mum, totally different reasons again. My mum loves it because she feels that it's helped her with her aches and pains. She's in her 70s now and she's feeling it. And again, I'm not going to tell you that it will be true for you, but the fact is, we'll give you a 14-day money-back guarantee. And in that time, hey, if you're enjoying it, going, I like this, then you keep it. If not, you return it to us, easiest way, drop it off your local Asda. We'll collect it free of charge to you, and you'll get your money back. It's as simple as that. So let me give you an overview of the products, because there's no point in me telling you what it all does, because that's why our expert is here. So first of all, if you've never done anything like this before, you might want to consider the oil. I'm going to start with the blue one, and this one, as you can see, this is called natural, and that's referring to the flavour of it. So this is very natural. The best way I can explain it is maybe like a herb tea, something like that. That's the easiest way to explain it. Maybe like a herb tea. And it comes in that little bottle, and there's a little pipette in there. You just drop it under your tongue, and Chris is going to go through all of this with us and explain it all. So if it's all new to you, don't worry. And that, if you take one in the morning and one in the evening, that could last you a month. All right, simple enough. Now, if you don't like the idea of the herbal tea, go for this one. This is one I like. This is my favourite. And this is a minty flavour. It's called Cinnamint. Chris will go into more details later, but I like to think I have this one in the morning, and for me this is like I've just cleaned my teeth, so that's a really nice feeling. And again, this will last, if you have 2 drops a day, one in the morning, one in the evening, that's going to last you 30 days. All right, so you can buy that on its own, $26.21. That's a 25% discount, so you've already got quids in. And as you can see on the screen, you've got the opportunity to spread the cost over 4 payments if you wish, and so you can pay as little as £7.55 to try it out. If you don't like it, get it back to us, you get your money back. Okay, so there's oil. Come on over here. I want to show you now the capsules. And again, I'm not going to go into all the details because that's why we bring an expert in. But ultimately, it's about the same size as you'd expect, you know, a headache tablet, something of that nature. And can you see there is an oil in there? It's actually oil that's in there. No taste whatsoever on these. Two options available to you. We've got the 30 days. 30 days is great. Obviously, you take one of them a day. That's 30 days gone by. And a lovely 25% saving on that. So 26.96 is what you're looking at. Again, we'll give you the opportunity to spread the cost. But I'm going to hop over to 60 days, and then I'm going to give you my personal recommendation. It's only a personal recommendation. You do what you like. This is 60 days. This is, without a doubt, the best value for money. Best value for money. Come on, you can see what it costs you to buy 30 and 30. So this is the way to go. So £60 is what that's going to be. So you already got a few quid saving on it, but we're taking it down to $44.96. And of course, you can spread the cost of that as well. But wait, because here's my top tip. 60-day capsules and 1 bottle of oil. Now, because you've got the capsules and the oil, you'll only take the oil once a day, not twice a day. And so then the oil will last you 2 months. So now you've got 60 days with 1 bottle of oil, and you've got 60 days with the 60 tablets. And so now when you think of that, you put that all into your basket, and then you can spread the cost. That will then go up to 8 open pays. So it's just under a tenner, like £9.89 on each of your open payments. So really, really great value for money. You only need to spend, what, £9.89 tonight, and you can try it out. So that's my top tip for you. I want you to buy it and try it, and we really do mean try it. So, you know, give it a go. If you're just going for the oil, once in the morning, once in the evening. Now, again, if this is all new to you and you're like, I don't know anything about it, stay with us because Chris is going to go into all of that information. But the important thing for you, this is a huge brand. This is a great product, CBD oil. Again, go online. Now, it's a live show. I know it's 1 o'clock in the morning or 1:07 in the morning. If you've got any questions, then feel free to email in. It is a live show. This is not an infomercial. We're not playing a tape or anything. It's 1:07 on, it must be Tuesday morning now. And so, it's the 7th of Jan. And so you can email in. It's studio@idealworld.tv. Studio@idealworld.tv, and we'll happily answer your questions. Now, if you go to our website, idealworld.tv, that's the easiest way to place your order. You'll be able to see the show. You can pick any combination you like. Some of you, if you've enjoyed CBD before and you know you love it, then you could consider getting 6 sets of the 60 capsules. That's a year's supply. And you could get 6 bottles of oil. You might go for 3 natural and 3 mint. And then you've got the opportunity to spread those over 12 payments. And that's less than 40 quid. That's $39.57 on each of your payments. And so you've got a year's supply. Just $39.57 each month. How great would that be? Okay, let me introduce you to Chris. I'm being told already very, very busy. Great to see you.
How are you?
Very, very well. Listen, before we get going, Chris, just tell us a little bit about the brand.
Okay, so Lexnol, we've been going for 5 years, 5.5 years now. We're a company that was founded by an Englishman who went to Australia in the 90s called Paul Benham. We've got another company called Hemp Foods Australia. We then went to America. We're out of Colorado. We've got our own farms in Colorado.
Wow.
First CBD company to ever sell in Japan. The Prime Minister of Japan uses our CBD oil.
Wow.
So that's really good. And then we've obviously got South Africa, Korea, 50 countries, including Europe, 50 countries, and growing.
Right,
So we're constantly moving things along. So it's a very exciting time for us because CBD is the buzzword really right now that everyone's talking about.
Yeah, well, we say everyone. I know lots of people will be going, yeah, we know what it is. Maybe you've been enjoying it for a year or so. I was talking to somebody the other day that said they've been on it 5 years. I only heard about it a year ago.
Okay.
So if somebody's watching right now going, I have no idea what they're talking about. What is CBD?
So CBD is just a shortening of a word which is called cannabidiol. So that's all it stands for, cannabidiol. What that is it's a naturally occurring compound in the hemp plant. So we grow industrial hemp. It's sativa L is the actual species that we grow. It's the same species that people were growing for things like rope and sails in the old days, your paper and everything. So the reason we grow that is it's high in CBD and low in THC. So it's naturally occurring, and we extract everything out of it to give you a wonderful natural product.
Great. So what is actually, let's focus on the oil just for a moment.
Yep.
I know we've got the capsules as well, but if we just focus on the oil, what's actually in there?
All that's in this oil is a full spectrum extract. So you've just got an extract on there. So you've got all the different cannabinoids in there. So we'll go into full spectrum what it is a little bit later on. But you see, you've got every single cannabinoid available, phytonutrients, vitamins, omega-3, 6 and 9, all of those are in there. Then on top of that, what we use is coconut MCT oil. The reason we use coconut MCT oil is because we believe it helps with absorption, but also it helps with flavour as well. Right. So that's all that's in there. Now, the only difference is with the natural, that's all that's in there. And then on top of that, with the cinnamon, what we've got is organic extracts of cinnamon and peppermint. Not flavourings. No, we don't use flavourings. Right. So they're extracts as well. So that's it. That's all that's in there. You'll see on the ingredients CO2. That's only because we use the CO2 extraction method. Right. So it's, but because we label everything.
So what's really. CO2 method? What does that mean?
So isn't
that like a smoke? Because CO2 is like.
No. So CO2 is like a cold extract technology. So it makes it very, very cold. The plant very, very cold, which means that we can take everything out of the plant without damaging it, and then also not having to use alcohol or ethanol or anything like that.
Oh, is that another way that
that's another extraction method is cold press. There's a few different methods, but we use what the industry consider one of the cleanest methods to extract.
Great. So I'm going to ask you this question. I'm sure a lot of people right now, they hear hemp and they hear hemp extract and they CBD cannabis and they think, hang on, is this legal in the UK?
Yep, it's legal in the UK, it's legal across most of Europe and the world. It's got to be under 0.2% THC levels. We've got certificates of analysis that I think these ones are running at about 0.1, so we're way under. Right. The only thing we say is just double check when you're travelling. If you go into a far away country, just make sure that they're legal with CBD as well. Okay. But most of Europe, no problems at all.
Great. Okay, so let's get on to what happens when you ingest it, because all of this is ingesting, right? Okay. You take the capsules, you take the oil. So how does it work in the body?
Okay, so what you're doing is once you take this, it reacts with a system in your body called the endocannabinoid system. Easier to call it the ECS system for most people out there. And what this is it was discovered in the late 90s. And what you've got here is, you'll see the diagram here. So it's a self-regulating system of receptors that are located throughout the entire body. There's two main receptors, one in the brain, which is CB1, and the gut. So you've heard of brain-gut health, it's a big thing right now, or you've heard of gut feeling. Many scientists are now saying, doctors are saying that the gut is your second brain. Wow. So that's the main receptor, and then you've got CB2 receptors throughout the rest of your body. So what happens once you take a full spectrum oil, it goes to the brain, goes to the gut, then to those receptors. So it's actually your body that's deciding what to do with the information on there. So it controls virtually every system in the body, including central nervous system, immune system, organs. But the main use of this is it's primarily focused on supporting homeostasis or balance in the body. Right. So we believe that when you've got a balance in the body, then that's when the sort of magic happens.
That's pretty epic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so interesting.
That is pretty epic. Listen, when my friend, he told me about it, he said, go out, and he told me how much he was enjoying it and the reasons why he liked it. So I went out and I remember looking in the shop and there's like bottles of it and you think, well, what do you go for? So I wonder if you're able to share with us, some of the things that we should be considering when we buy CBD.
Okay, so the most important thing is you need to have something that is clearly labelled. There's a lot, unfortunately, because the industry's become so popular, you've got it's sort of like the dot-com boom all over again. Oh, yeah, and so what's happened is a lot of people are just jumping in. There's a lot of exporters, so some people are bringing in things from, like, for instance, China, without proper labelling. So what we would always say is you've got to look at, first of all, is it correctly labelled? Does it actually say what the CBD content is there, not with a percentage mark, but with a milligram mark on there as well.
And does Alexanol does that?
Yeah, we go milligrams, which is what the pharmaceutical industry have done. So also, if there may be a seed to shelf sort of operator, like we are ourselves, there's only a few. So seed to shelf is we plant the seeds. We actually farm the hemp. We actually do the cultivation. We do the extract process. We do the formulations all ourselves.
So when I see that image,
that's in Colorado. That's in Colorado.
Wow, so that combine harvester is that's your guys' fields for hemp.
Yeah, it's huge, and in Colorado we've got. I mean, obviously over in for Europe you've got to use European hemp. So we grow in Germany and northern Spain. Wow. We extract in those two places there on the farms there. So you're also looking for. A lot of people out there will have tried CBD, and you might be nodding your head at home and going, "Yeah, I opened up the bottle and it was like a tar sort of solution, or it was like a cloudy sort of solution." Well, what you've got to look for really is you want a golden oil. So golden oil is the name. So the way I look at it is,
are you able to show us?
Yeah, it's like a whiskey, like a fine whiskey. You should be looking for really. So no, but it is. It's like so. But look at this. This is the difference. If you've tried it before and are doubting, that is what it should look like. So you should be able to see through it. You should be able to see a golden colour. And then the most important thing after that, once you've looked at it, you've seen all of those things, the extraction techniques and everything, is literally what does it taste like? And because if it tastes bad, unfortunately, it doesn't matter how much we convince you, it doesn't matter how much you go onto the Rock's website and see what it could do for you. The problem is you're not going to keep on taking it. So what we've developed is 2 great flavours. And we've got a Westfield pop-up store. And the Westfield pop-up store, a lot of the people that wouldn't
That's a shopping mall in London.
Shopping mall in London. They wouldn't even stop by the shop because they know, no, I've tasted CBD, it was awful.
Really?
Yeah, but a lot of people. But the great thing is that you can win them round because then you just let them taste ours and they go, that's completely different.
So you let them try it for
we
free.
let them try it, we let them walk away,
Yeah.
and then we've had so many customers come back afterwards because they loved it so much and they buy straight away.
Wow.
So it's a sort of great way of doing it.
Yeah. Here's the great thing. We're giving you exactly the same opportunity because, you're going to buy it, but we give you the opportunity to try it. And you've got 14 days, not one drop in some shopping mall in London. You can literally try it out in your own home. Look, if you're only going to go for oil, I was saying that with the oil, you can have it in the morning and in the evening. Would you recommend that?
So you do 5 milligrams twice a day. So if you look at this here, so you do 1 squeeze like so, and that's exactly how much you take. You take that in the morning, then we'd say take it maybe 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night when you finish work and you're ready to relax for the evening. And you take it sublingually under the tongue. We'll show you that in a minute. And then the other option is to go for the capsules. Now, there might be some viewers out there that are already using CBD and they know that they need a higher milligram content. Now, each capsule is 15 milligrams. So if you consider it's 5 milligrams per portion serving size on the oil, then it's 15 milligrams on the capsules. So they're a lot stronger. So for those people...
Hang on. 5 and 15, so 3 times.
Yeah, in each capsule.
Holy moly.
Yeah, and plus you get 375 milligrams.
I didn't know that. That's amazing.
Of all the other hemp seed oil in there as well.
Right.
So these are much stronger, but also they're for people out there that maybe don't want to take oil. They're maybe for those people like my mum, she's 73, she takes a lot of tablets. She's got, the little tablet trays with the Monday, Tuesday. She rattles. She takes about 18 tablets every single...
So I shouldn't be laughing.
But it's true.
Sorry,
she might be watching, but you know what I mean? It's like literally, that's the truth. And if you're one of those people, it's just easier to add that into your regime and forget about it because there's no taste. So there's no taste. You're not going to get the aftertaste. Like with cod liver oil capsules, you used to get that aftertaste maybe 20 minutes, half an hour after taking it. There's no aftertaste with these at all. They just take a little bit longer. So the capsules take a little bit longer to work. So they take about 40 minutes to work. But once they're in your system, then they'll last longer in the system.
So somebody's taking my recommendation, which is to get 60 capsules.
Yep.
So one of those a day. And then 1 bottle of oil, so you're only taking 1 drop a day, so that lasts 60 days. Yep. Which should they take in the morning, which should they take in the evening?
I would personally take the oil. So I'd take the oil in the morning. My go-to is the cinnamon because it just wakes me up. It gets me nicely focused because it's just a fresher...
like a clean tea.
Yeah, exactly. This is a great way of doing it. And then what I would do is take the capsules, which is what I do later in the day. So maybe take the capsules 6, 7 o'clock. Don't take them just before bed because it's too close to bed sometimes. So you want to relax yourself. You can take it with or without food. It doesn't interact with other medicines. But remember, every single person out there, you, me, everybody will get a different sensation out of taking CBD. Everyone has a unique endocannabinoid system.
It's incredible, isn't it? And that's why we encourage you to find out for yourself. Buy it, try it, you've got a 14-day money-back guarantee. So we've had a look at it, and we've given some indication what the flavour's like. Can we show how to take the oil?
Yeah, we can. So what we'll do is we'll do... do you want me to do it first, or do you want to do it first?
I'm quite happy to have a go. Right, I'll have a go.
So I'll let you do that. So what Paul's about to do is about to put this, what we call sublingually, under the tongue. Yeah. So he's got that charged up. That's how much you take twice a day or once a day.
I just squeezed the little black cap, just squeezed that heavily, and that's what filled it up. All right, here we go.
Yep. So you've got to put it directly under the tongue. Now, what happens now is that Paul can't talk for about 30 seconds. So the crew are delighted. Everybody's really happy. So what he's got to do now is swish that around his mouth, and because you've got, if you actually look underneath your tongue, you've got loads of, you can see the blood vessels running through there. So it's a really, really easy way for it to go straight into the bloodstream. It goes on the bloodstream, and then it starts to go to the brain, communicates to the brain and gut, and then goes to the receptors in the body. So, you okay there, Paul? Yeah. And Paul's like, There you go. Now
I'm
you can talk.
enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. No, I really am enjoying it. And again, that for me, when you go for the cinnamon, that's a little bit like you just clean your teeth.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a nice feeling. Of course, that's nice before you go to bed. You know, as you said, don't take it right before you go to bed. Did you say it takes about 40 minutes to kick in?
With the capsules, it takes about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But with the oils, it's a lot quicker. Maybe 10, 15 minutes. Some people feel it a lot quicker. It depends on your system. Again, you know, so if you've got some. You know, some people we've had at the Westfield pop-up, if they've never smoked, never drunk, you know, they don't even take any medicines. It seems to work quicker with those sort of people.
Yeah.
So it just depends upon you, and you've also got to find your own level as well. So like my mum takes a lot more than I do because of the things that she's got.
Right.
So she finds she has to take a bit more. So you find your levels. So you can go up or down the scale depending on how it makes you
That leads me
feel.
to a good question. So who can take this?
Literally everybody. So you can be.
Can you give some examples?
Yeah. So from 18 to 81. So my mum's 73. She's been taking CBD for 5 years. 5 years taking CBD.
Wow.
You know, so you've got. So I've got friends who young girls of 19, 20. Young guys who are in college or university.
Yeah.
People who are working in their 40s. I've got one of the girls in the office. She's in her early 30s. We all take it in the team. So we've got a team now globally of around about 84 people. So lots of different people are taking it. The only thing we'd say is that you should always ask if you're a child. The parents should give permission for the child to take it.
Yeah.
And also, if you're pregnant, then get the doctor's advice.
Yeah, I was also, you know, if you're thinking, oh, I might try it, and you've never had anything like this, always feel free to call the doctor or your GP and have a chat with them. It's simple enough to do. A little earlier, I heard you say seed to shelf, and so you're saying you grow it all, and we do every step of it. But then you said full spectrum. So what does full spectrum mean?
So full spectrum is where we take every single cannabinoid out of the plant. So it's not just CBD. CBD's become the buzzword, but what you've got here is there's another 121 cannabinoids present.
Wow.
501 phytonutrients. There's flavonoids. There's terpenes in there. There's vitamins. There's omega-3, 6, and 9. So what the other brands that are out there, there's some brands that are using isolate technology. So isolate technology is where, if you imagine a big piece of pie, they take away the 40%, which is CBD, and throw the 60% away.
Wow,
Now,
what a waste.
Well, because some people that they believe that CBD on its own might be the better way to go. We believe that nature knows best. That's what we do in our company. But to actually get to that isolate stage, what they've got to do is create a little white crystal, and then they've got to use ethanol or alcohol to dilute it. Now, the problem is with that sort of technology, you end up actually ingesting that. Yeah. So for us, we try and give you the most natural, you know, sort of healthy, not high experience, as we say.
Yeah, but you're also award-winning, aren't you? Like Realm of Caring. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that. I mentioned earlier the ROC, the ROC. There's no K on the end. realmofcaring.us. So if you've got the old internet, feel free to go and look up that right now.
Yeah,
what is that, and what's the award? And
well, so the Realm of Caring are a charity. So the great thing about this is that they're not selling CBD. They're not just one of these, like, you know, sort of like catalogue agencies, or they're not an online portal. And they were set up many years ago to talk about hemp, to talk about cannabinoids, and because they're a charity, they can talk freely about conditions and things like that we can never say. And so they did a bit of research, and for 2 years they looked into us as a company. So they looked at us, they evaluated us, they visited our farms, they tested our products independently.
Wow.
They got reviews back from customers, and we were the first company, which we're really proud of, to get the seal of approval. And now, about 5 years later, there's only 10 companies in total that they actually recommend. So they recommend them and say that these are companies you can trust and you're safe to take their products.
That is amazing. And listen, I'm being told we are very busy. You've got lots of choices. The best thing I can recommend is get to our website, idealworld.tv. You've got the oil, so you can go for either of the oils. You can just buy one, or you can buy one of each, and you can try them both out, see which one you like most. You've got the opportunity to do that. Or, of course, you could go for capsules if you think you prefer those. You've got a choice of 30 days, or you've got the choice of 60 days. And then my personal preference, and what I'm recommending that you do, is go for a 60 capsules bottle. And that means that you're only going to take your oil once a day rather than twice a day. And so then your bottle, you can just go for one of the flavours. A bottle, if you're taking it once a day, will last 60 days. And so then you've got 2 months' supply. And of course, you can put that onto your open pay in less than a tenner on your first payment. Less than a tenner. It's brilliant value for money. If you put both of those in, we'll give you up to 8 open payments. So really worth considering. Now, if you go to the website, you can look through, and I'm being told it is in meltdown, complete and utter meltdown, and it should be. So what's going to be best for you? What do you want to find? So when you get to our website, you'll see it say live show. Click on that, watch live. That'll take you through to the hour. You can watch us on the website. You can watch us on the phone. You don't have to be watching us on TV. You'll see all the products lined up. So you've got the choice first of the oils, and then you go to 30 days, and you can see that there's also the 60 days and any combination that you like. In fact, the whole website is open, so our entire shop, and we have a little bit of everything. You know, we've got food available to you, we've got toys available to you, we've got electric bikes available, you name it, we've got it. But of course, the focus of this particular hour is Alexinol, and this is the hemp extract, better known today as CBD hemp oil. So I'm being told very, very, very busy. I guess I just got to ask you a question about these capsules.
Yeah.
So I think the oil is kind of mainstream these days. A lot of people know all about this.
Yeah.
So why would we prefer to go for the capsules over the oil, and what's the easiest way to take them?
I think a lot of people that are going to go for the capsules are because they want something stronger, they want something more convenient, they want something that's completely tasteless and odourless, and it's so easy to take. You can take it with water, you can take it with any drink that you want to take, really. And the great thing about this is a vegetarian capsule as well.
Oh, right.
Right. That's great, and it's got the oil inside there. So all that's in there is the same oil that's in the tincture, and also in there you've got purified water, and you've got the coconut MCT oil in there as well.
And do they need to be refrigerated, anything like that?
No.
So you can just put them in the cupboard, in the bottle, job done.
Because if you look at all our bottles, they're blue, and the reason they're blue is to stop the ultraviolet wave lights getting through. So it's actually the only thing that's really going to affect CBD is sunlight. You've got to keep the sunlight away from it.
So keep them in the cupboard.
Yeah, keep them in the cupboard. But the bottles are designed that they won't let that. Yeah, exactly. But you don't have to put it in the fridge. You know, it's fine. You don't need to. I mean, unless you really want your oil to be nice and cold, you can do. It's not going to make any difference. And the shelf life on these, they start when they're first produced is 2 years. So that's because then a lot of companies, coconut MCT oil helps with that process as well.
Yeah. So for me then, this is the way I look at it. This for me is like a supplement. That's the way I consider it to be, and maybe that will be true for you too. So I really enjoy taking it day in and day out. It's as simple as that, and I do exactly what we said earlier.
Yeah.
So I take the oil in the morning, it gets my day started, and then just take a tablet in the evening. If somebody wanted to open these up and just drink it as oil, or maybe put it in, I don't know, cereal or in something
I mean, with the oils, it's probably better to do that because they're a bit more versatile. You've got to remember it's an oil, so it won't mix the same. But I have it with my coffee. So this morning I woke up, so I have like a double espresso with a cinnamon on there. It's fantastic, and it gives you a real kickstart for the day.
I wish you told me earlier. I'd have one with my coffee.
But also, I mean, you could, if for instance, if you've got one of those NutriBullets, you could add it into a smoothie or something like that. It'll blend in nicely. It might just float on the top a little bit, but you'll still get the taste of it. You could put it. I mean, I have hemp seeds, so I have hemp seeds as well. So I put those on top of my cereal. The capsules, you can actually crack the capsules open and put them directly sublingually as well. But remember, it's super strong. So you really feel that.
You could open those up and put those into your NutriBullet.
Yeah, you could do anything you want to. I mean, it's a very versatile thing, and hopefully, as our relationship grows with you guys, as we were discussing before, we've actually got water solubles coming as well. So we'll have, but obviously for now, we've got the oils and the capsules, which are stapled out on there. So
I've been told we've had an email in. I know we talked about is it legal in the UK. Let's just ask that again. This is Lee from London, and then they've also asked, is it possible to get addicted to CBD? So let's talk about its legality and is it
okay, so it's completely legal in the UK and most of Europe if it's under 0.2% THC. So it's under 0. We're about 0.1 on our testing. It's completely legal, like I say, most countries. If you're travelling far, like for instance, if you were going to go to Dubai or somewhere like that, you'd have to just double check what the legalities are there. So what was the second part of the question?
Is it possible to get addicted?
Okay, so it's non-psychoactive and it's non-addictive, and you don't build a tolerance up to it because the THC levels are so low. Right. So the great thing about CBD is it goes in and out of your body within 8 to 12 hours. So 8 to 12 hours, it's gone completely. There will be no traces left. So that's why we say take it twice a day. So you won't build a tolerance up. So if 5 milligrams twice a day works for you, then it'll always work for you.
Great. And another question, somebody's emailed in asking, Mary apparently has emailed in asking, is it okay to take it and still drive?
Yeah, no problems at all.
Okay, as long as you're sticking to, if you're drinking, let me ask you this then. Could you overdose? You wouldn't, No one would take a whole bottle, would they?
We recommend no more than 200 milligrams a day.
That's
Yeah.
like that's a load.
That's 2/3 of that bottle. I mean, literally, you would never take that much.
Yeah,
but,
don't.
I mean, my mum takes 60 milligrams a day. I take around about 30 to 60 milligrams a day, depending what I'm doing. You know, if I'm working a lot, like I work a lot, I'm on flights and things like that. Need a bit more energy, things like that. But yeah, you can drive, no problems at all. Work completely. Use heavy machinery. It doesn't affect you in that way because it's non-psychoactive. You're not going to get that. We say healthy, not high.
Right, I got you. Makes sense, doesn't it? Come on, I'm being told busy and it is not surprising. If CBD is something that you've heard about, if CBD is something you're interested in, if you're thinking, I want to give this a go, decide what you'd like to get. You want to go for the oils, you want to go for the capsules, you want to go for the combination that I'm suggesting. And don't forget, you've always got the option, if you've been enjoying CBD already, then you could buy a year's supply. That would be 6 of the 60-day capsules and 6 oils. So you could go for 3 cinnamon, you could go for 3 natural. Of course, you could just pick one particular flavour. And if you do that, your open pay basket, you have to go to our website and fill in a form. Take about a minute and a half to do that. That means you'll get up to 12 open payments on it, so under 40 quid on each of those 12 payments. You'll be sorted for an entire year. And you just said there's 2-year shelf life on this. So let's give you a chance right now to learn a little more about open pay.
Using OpenPay couldn't be easier. In just 90 seconds, you can spread the cost of your online basket with up to 12 affordable interest-free instalments. Simply click on the OpenPay logo at the checkout to set up your account following the easy steps. You can select the payment plan that works best for you with up to 12 affordable interest-free instalments, helping you spread the cost of your shop. For full terms and conditions and more information about OpenPay, visit idealworld.tv/OpenPay. OpenPay. Buy now, pay smarter.
So that's OpenPay. You've got the opportunity to get your hands on that. You just fill in a little form on our website. Those of you that have been watching the last 10, 15, 20 minutes, we've shared a lot of information with you here. Ultimately, we want you to buy it and try it. Bear in mind, there is a 14-day money-back guarantee with all of these products. But for those of you that have just joined us, I want to give you an opportunity to catch up because it's really, really exciting for us. This is my preferred choice of company when it comes to CBD oil. I shared my story a little earlier. In fact, I'll just give you a quick overview of it right now. A friend of mine from the USA, my best friend actually, he called up last January of 2019, and we're just chatting away, and then he said, have you been trying the CBD oil? Well, I didn't know what it was. I had no idea, never even heard of it. He said, oh, dude, you got to try it because blah, 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 blah. And he told me all the things that he'd been doing and why he loves it so much. I thought, okay, well, I'll give it a go. So I went out and I shopped for some, shelves and shelves of it. I don't know which one to go for. Picked one, took it home, tried it. It was right, but it tasted a bit like, I don't know, a bit dirt, like eating dirt, like earthy, very earthy. I didn't really like the flavour of it. So I went and looked for another one, and this one was even worse. It came out like a treacle. It was really, really dark in colour. Didn't like it at all. And if it hadn't been for my best mate, I would have been happy to stop, but my best mate's like, no, you got to try it. It's so good. So, all right. So I went and got, and fortunately for me, I came across Elexinol, way before they came to Ideal World, Elexinol. And I really enjoyed it. And in fact, the green one, the mint one, is my favourite. This is cinnamint, and you've got this lovely minty flavour to it. It's almost like you just cleaned your teeth. So I really enjoy it. Now, if you're new to all of this, your first choice will probably be oil. Give the oil a go. Try the oil and find out what it does for you. There are lots of reasons to buy it. My friend, when he called me up and he's telling me he liked it, it's because he felt that it was helping him with his stress, with anxiety. He's got his own company, so I guess he's always feeling stressed. And he said he really thought that was helping him. Listen, I'm not telling you it will definitely help you with that. Find out for yourself. Buy it. Give it a go. And if you're like, this is brilliant, I love it, I feel calmer, then keep buying it. But for me, it was very different. For me, I found that I never get enough sleep. I'm a bit of a workaholic myself. I love working. And so I often only get six hours. In fact, last night I only got 3.5 hours sleep. And so for me, if you're deprived of sleep, if you're not getting the sleep that you would like, or the quality of your sleep isn't good and you're not in deep slumber, that's why I love it. And again, I'm not going to tell you it will definitely help you with the sleep. Buy it, try it. If you find this is working for you, then enjoy it and keep taking it. But if it doesn't, then, you've got the opportunity right here to buy it, trying it, knowing you will get your money back if it doesn't help you in any way whatsoever. And then my mum, she started taking it more recently. And for my mum, it's a totally different reason once again. For my mum, it's her aches and pains in her joints. So she really feels that it's been helping her in that respect. And again, I'm not going to stand here and tell you, it will definitely help you. I want you to buy it and try it, knowing that you've got your money back if you're 100% satisfied. But I certainly know so many people that really, really enjoy CBD oil. It's got to be. If you've got the old internet, feel free to go and Google it, or your favourite search engine, Alta Vista, Ask Jeeves. I don't even know if they're still going. But jump online and have a look. Put something like the benefits of CBD. You see the letters up there. CBD, cannabis oil. What are the benefits of CBD oil or hemp extract? And I am confident, well, I know for a fact because I've done it myself, there are probably going to be not just hundreds of thousands, but even millions of articles about it. Millions of articles about it. So this has really become very, very, very popular. You heard Chris saying a little earlier, and we'll get into backtrack in a moment and go through all this information. But Lexinol leading the way. They've been really surging the last 5 years. So oil is a great way to go. If you're going to just get an oil, then you can have this twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening, and so that will last you 30 days, okay? If you take it twice a day, 30 days, one bottle. Then we've got the opportunity to get yourself 30 capsules. Bear in mind, as Chris was telling us, the capsules are stronger, 3 times stronger. So if you're looking for something stronger, that could be a way to go. But here's my recommendation to you. We've got 60 days of capsules. What I recommend, and look, I'm not telling you what to do, you don't have to do this, but if it resonates with you, if you're going, okay, that makes sense, then please do it. Get 60 capsules, and if you've got 60 capsules and you're taking those in the evening, then that means you can get an oil and you'll only take that once a day, you'll take that in the morning, and so then those 30 days, because you're only taking it once a day now, becomes 60. So 60 capsules and 1 bottle, not 2, 1 bottle, pick the natural or pick the cinnamon, and you've got the opportunity then to run with this for 2 months. How great is that? And of course you've got your 14-day money-back guarantee. Now if you do take that idea and you go for the 60 days, that's going to work out at $9.89 on each of your open payments. You can see Open Pay right here. That particular one there is just for your 60 capsules, and that will be 5 payments, but if you put those 2 products together, it's going to take you up to 8 open payments. Now, for those of you that already enjoy CBD, or maybe you've even enjoyed Alexinol, you've got the opportunity, this is the top tip, 6 of these, because they're 2 months each, right, 60 days, so 6 of those, there's a year's supply of your capsules for the evening. And then 6 bottles. Now, you could go for 1 flavour. I think I'd go for 3 of natural and 3 of the cinnamon. And then you've got a year's supply. A year's supply. Now, if you go for the year's supply, that will then take you up to 12 open payments, and that will work out at $39.57 on each of your monthly payments, on each of your 12 payments. Doesn't that make sense? You've got a year's supply. You are sorted. Now, the easiest way to buy is our website. That's idealworld.tv. And of course, if you go to the website, the whole thing's open. In fact, let's take a moment to show you around our website.
At Ideal World, ordering on the web couldn't be easier. For all your favourite products, gift ideas, or that's something special.
Missed the live show? No problem. Order anytime.
Anywhere! Need that quick fix solution? Idealworld.tv has got you covered. It's as simple as click, add and check out. Idealworld.tv, the shop that never shuts.
It is very, very busy, and it should be. This is such a great opportunity for you. Listen, before we get going, if you've got any questions that I don't ask, and I've written down a few here, and we've got some emails from previous shows, feel free to email in. It is a live show. It's 38 minutes after 1 in the morning. It's, Tuesday morning now. Yep. So feel free to give us an email. It's studio at, the curly A thing, idealworld.tv. Studio at idealworld.tv. So, Chris, before we get going, let's just talk a little bit about the brand itself, Alexinol. What can you tell us about Alexinol?
Okay, so Alexinol have been going for just over 5 years now, so 5.5 years. This is one of our farms you just saw there in Colorado.
Oh, really? Oh, so
this is Dr. Blair. He's our scientist guy.
Oh, right.
These are all real people. This is just made up. This is us doing our capsules over there as well. And we're actually founded by a guy called Paul Benham. He's an Englishman who moved to Australia roughly around about the 90s. He has another company called Hemp Foods Australia. We've also got a pet food company called Pet Relief.
Wow. So he's doing all right.
Yeah, he's doing fine. He says hello to me.
Smart Brit, isn't he?
And literally what they wanted to do was he loved hemp. He was actually travelling through sort of Asia, and he found that lots of people were still using hemp and things like we used to do. I mean, people forget, like for instance in America, just a little factoid for you, that the Declaration of Independence was written on hemp paper.
Oh wow!
So it's it's only recently that hemp went out of fashion.
Imagine if that went up in smoke.
You
Hey.
said that, not me.
Hey.
You said that, not me. But so we've been going for 5.5 years. What we do is we produce high quality, pure and potent CBD hemp products. We're innovative. We come up with new formulations. And so that's what we've been doing. And my role is I'm the hemp educator.
Oh,
so I just
right.
go around the world educating people, training people. I'm off to Germany in 2 weeks to train 100 distributors in Germany. And
Wow.
I do all the conferences. And it's really exciting. And we've just opened a pop-up shop in Westfield as well 3 months ago. So we're actually selling and doing demonstrations live in London. So it's a really exciting time.
And this is the first week of being live on Ideal World.
Well, third show in 4 days. So
Yeah.
thankfully, the Ideal World viewers seem to like what we're doing.
So popular. I promise you, so popular. And there's only plans to expand and bring you more of Elixinol products in the future. So really enjoy it. Now, this is really, really important. For those of you going, oh, we know what CBD is. Maybe you've been taking it for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and you love it. Stock up. Get to the website. It all comes with a money-back guarantee. So buy it and try it. My top tip is get that year's supply, knowing that you can spread the cost over 12 payments. A year's supply. Every month you'll be paying for it. It's brilliant. What a great opportunity for you. Job done. We'll deliver all 12 months worth for you. Just keep it in a cupboard, and then each month you can just pay. And that's interest-free. Let me make that clear. That is interest-free. I'm not trying to pull a wool over your eyes or catch you out. It's interest-free. We call that open pay. You will need to do it on the website rather than call us, and you will need to fill in a form. It takes about 1.5 minutes. Somebody wrote and said it took them 2 minutes. But hey, when you get the chance to spread the cost over 12 payments, interest-free, it's worth a couple of minutes of your time. So, but for anyone that doesn't know what CBD is, someone's watching right now going, talking about this CBD and hemp, I have no idea what it is. What is CBD?
So CBD literally is a shortening of a long word called cannabidiol. And cannabidiol is a naturally occurring property, compound that is naturally occurring in the hemp plant. So we grow industrial hemp. It's the actual species is called Sativa L, and the reason we grow that is because it's high in CBD and low in THC, so it's completely natural. And then all we do is extract everything out of that plant, so it's a completely plant-based supplement. Mix it with some coconut MCT oil, and then give you a completely natural product.
So why did you put the coconut in there?
So the coconut
for flavour.
Yeah, for flavour, but also it really helps with absorption. So we find that coconut MCT really helps to absorb in the body because your body naturally absorbs it, but also it improves the shelf life as well. So some CBD products you might see out there, you might only get like a year's shelf life.
Right.
Our products from actual bottling, you have a full 24 months like you'd expect from a pharmacy.
Fantastic. And what about the one that's got the mint in it? Is that flavouring added into that?
No, it's organic extracts.
Oh, okay.
So what we do is we use the same technique we use to extract the oil. We use it, so it's an organic peppermint and cinnamon extracts are in there as well. So it's a lovely, lovely way of doing it.
I think some people might be watching right now and they hear the term hemp, they hear the term cannabis, and they're thinking, hang on. Is this even legal? Is it legal in the UK?
Yep, it's legal in the UK, it's legal in most of Europe. The rule is it's got to be under 0.2% THC. Okay. So as long as it's under 0.2% THC, then it's going to be fine. Now, we've got certificates of analysis. If you go onto our website, you'll see the batch code. So when you get this home, you can actually go on there and you can actually see what is on there. What we say is in the bottle is in the bottle. And I think on these batches, it's about 0.1. So we're even half of what the actual law says on there as well. So.
Right. And so then my next question is, how does it work? You know, when you put it into the body, whether you're going for capsules or go for oil, how does it work?
So we've all got an endocannabinoid system, or the ECS system, in our bodies. Now, this was discovered in the 90s by an Israeli scientist. I've been lucky to meet the guy, Raphael Mechaloum, who's a fantastic, really, really super amazing sort of guy to talk to. So this system is a self-regulating system of receptors that are located through the entire body. Now, the best way to describe this, you've got a receptor in the brain and gut, and then you've got a receptor receptors going through the rest of your body. So the way that it works is that once you've got this working properly, your central nervous system, the immune system, the organs, all the way through the body, it works really, really well. And the idea is to primarily focus on supporting balanced homeostasis in the body.
Wow, that sounds pretty impressive. I think the next thing really to think about is, well, when you get, I'll just share my story. When my mate called me up and said, "Are you trying CBD?" I didn't know what it was. I went out and I had a little shop to find out what it's all about, and there were shelves and shelves of this stuff. And my first experience wasn't great. Second experience wasn't great. So, are there any hints or tips you can give us when we're looking for CBD oil? What should we be looking for?
The thing is, there is so many products out there. I mean, I actually did some research, and I think there's something like 179 registered companies just in the UK.
Wow.
Never mind the fact how many products are out there. The problem you've got is that this is a bit like the dot-com boom. You know, everyone's getting on the back of this. There's companies who just deciding they're just going. There's a lot of what we call white labeling. So what that is that but it's the same product in a different
Private
bottle.
label.
Yeah, private label. So what we've got here is that for me, we always say first of all you want full spectrum. Well, we'll explain the differences in a minute, but full spectrum is the way we believe you should go.
Yeah.
That's completely natural, as nature intended. Nature knows best, in our opinion, and I think most people would agree with that.
Okay.
Also, you need to know about the extraction method. So, is it CO2 extraction? Is it cold press? Is it ethanol, alcohol? That's a consideration. Also, is it a seed to shelf? Now, luckily, we are a seed to shelf operator ourselves. There are maybe a handful of these companies in the world where we do everything. So we plant the seeds, we do the cultivation, we do the extraction, we do the whole process to the bottling, our own formulations.
So when we see images like this, where
This is in Colorado, yeah.
Well, so that's not just an image of a combine harvester in a field. That's your combine harvesters in your farm.
Correct. So,
wow.
so we take it very seriously. Then there's testing. So testing is really, really important.
Wow.
Do they have what they call COAs? So COAs are certificates of analysis. If they do not have certificate of analysis on the site that you're actually buying from, then you have to question why. Because the thing is for us is that we clearly tell you what's in our products. So we pharmaceutical grade test it not only ourselves, but we send it to another lab, independent, and they test us again.
Okay.
So you've got that. So when you go onto the website, you can see all those in there. And then you've got to look at the colour of the oil. Right now, I guarantee there's some people watching right now who probably, like my mum, when I first started this business, she had 7 half-full bottles.
Why did you do that?
Because they didn't taste right, and they looked, and I unscrewed them, and they were like...
Not from you guys.
No, but they were like black gunk. They had all sorts of different things in there. They were like a tar, or they were a creamy consistency. What you want is a golden oil. So the best way to describe it is almost like a nice whiskey. Yeah. So it should look lovely. You should be able to see through it. Yeah. So this is the bottle here. So you just one squeeze and you'll see there. That's how we believe it should look, because that looks appetizing. Yeah. You can see straight through it. You can see that it looks nice. And then what you've got to look at is the taste next. Yeah. Because if it doesn't taste nice, guess what? It doesn't matter how many things you read. It doesn't matter if your friends say, well, it does this for me. You are not going to continue to take it.
Yeah,
and that's one of the biggest objections. And what I've tried to do since I've been working with the company for over 2 years now, and what the company have been doing for over 5 years, is develop products that are tasty, but they don't lose any of their potency or purity.
Right, really, really interesting. Listen, we just got to see some. I wonder if you can show us how you take it, and what does it taste like, so people don't really know what it...
So the natural tastes sort of like a grassy sort of hempy sort of flavour, like hay-like, if you like a herbal tea or something like that.
Yeah.
But then the cinnamon is very simple. You get a peppermint first, and then you get the cinnamon burn at the end, which is fantastic. So it really is. It's a 50-50 split, 70-30 split, 60-40 split. People that love natural maybe don't like the cinnamon so much. People that don't like the natural love cinnamon.
Yeah.
And then to take it's really, really easy. So all you've got to do is you just do one squeeze, and you just get that there. So that's exactly how much you take twice a day.
You going to pop it in?
Yeah. Sorry.
Pop it in.
Yeah, it's my turn.
It's your turn.
Right. So you take it underneath, Tom.
Yeah, and then I'll have to talk, because Chris has now got to be quiet for 30 seconds. And the reason I only know because Chris has told me what happens, but you put it underneath the tongue so it can assimilate into the bloodstream. So just swill it around and enjoy, almost like tasting a fine wine. and you just feel it going. So I don't know, you just keep an eye on your watch if you want to, put it into thing. Oh, of course, you've got the opportunity to pop it in your drink. There's all sorts of things that you can do. You can pop it in your cereal, in there, maybe a smoothie or anything of that nature. But personally, what I do, first thing in the morning, in my office, I've got like 3 shelves just in front of me, and I keep it right there in front of me. And it is a Lexinol, it's the green one. And I pop that off, drop it on, first thing in the morning, job done. And then in the evening, so Chris said he does it when he gets home from work, I tend to take it a little bit later than that, and I just pop one of those down my neck. 30 seconds?
Yeah, 30 seconds. That's great. Yeah, that's good. No, but I do exactly. So what I do is my go-to is cinnamon in the morning. So mine's in the medicine cabinet. So literally, when I wake up, go to the bathroom, I do a squeeze, I then go into the kitchen, put the kettle on, get everything ready. So by the time the kettle's boiled, I actually leave it under for that long.
Oh, wow.
You know, I swish it around my mouth, because what you've got is if you actually look in the mirror now, if you have a mirror at home, or you just look, you've got loads and loads of blood vessels in that area. So it's a perfect delivery system. So so you literally want to let it sit there for a little while, and then it goes into the bloodstream, goes into the brain, then to the gut, and then it goes to all the other receptors in the body. But obviously, some people out there, they don't want taste, they don't want any odour, so they might go for the capsules. But the good thing, what we've done is we've produced a capsule that is really, really. I mean, it's you can see there, it's an average size capsule.
Is it Jacobs that's emailed? Jacobs emailed in and asked you, can you explain the size of it?
Yeah, I mean, well, you can see there, it's literally the size of
a headache tablet.
Yeah, like a headache tablet. Yeah. So there's no. It's so easy to swallow. It's a vegetable cap. It's a vegetarian cap, and you can see you've got the oil in there. Now these are super strong. So these have got 15 milligrams of CBD with another 375 milligrams of the other cannabinoids in there as well.
So if you take the drops, that's 5.
Yeah.
But the capsules
15.
So 3 times more.
Yes. Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to, you could take the capsule in the morning and the evening.
Yeah, but a lot of people
That's
do.
okay
So the 60 caps is brilliant for that, because it's a mum's supply.
Right.
Some people take the oil. I take a mixture.
Yeah.
My mum takes 4 capsules a day. So it's
4
4
capsules
capsules a day, because she's got so many issues.
Right.
She takes 4 capsules a day. Because with CBD, we recommend no more than 200 milligrams a day.
Right.
That's what we would recommend. So she's well under that, you know what I mean? Because that would be 2/3 of a bottle. Or,
Right.
you know,
So 2/3 of one of those. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
So
No.
yeah, come on. We had a question a little earlier. What did they ask? Can you get addicted on it? And you're saying that you don't get addicted on it.
No, because it's not psychoactive, it's not addictive, because CBD doesn't build up in your system. So you hear stories of THC, you know, that you can get addicted to that, and you can build a tolerance to it. CBD goes in and out of your body with 8 to 12 hours gone completely from your system. So that's why you don't build a tolerance. So for instance, if 5 milligrams twice a day works for you, you'll never need to take any more than that.
Yeah.
So you don't have to build up.
So who can consider this then? Who should be thinking about, okay, I'm going to give this a go?
I mean, literally anybody from 18 to 86 to 90 years old. I mean, we've got customers, you know, we've got customers that have been taking this for many, many years. My mum's 73 years old. She's been taking CBD for 5 years. We've got like Laura in the office. She's been taking for 2 years. She's 35. We've got myself, Stuart. We're in our late 40s. You know, everybody. We've got customers who are in their 18, 19-year-old, maybe at college or uni. The only people we say that you should, you know, get doctor's advice is, for instance, if you're a pregnant lady, you should always go to the doctor and have some advice on that. And also, if they're under 16, then it's up to the parents if they take it. But you've got to remember, it's a completely natural on there.
It's just a phone call away, right?
Yeah,
So why not just call the GP and have a quick chat to them if that's appropriate for you. So I've got a quick question. I've heard you say full spectrum a couple of times. What exactly does that mean?
So full spectrum, we take all the cannabinoids out. So we extract every single cannabinoid that's available in the plant. So this means you've got, because there's not the CBD, there's another 121 cannabinoids, 501 phytonutrients. You've also got omega-3, 6 and 9, vitamin A, C and E. You've got so much packed into there. But a lot of companies out there, and they don't have to label it, this is the problem, Paul, is that there's a lot of companies that have something called isolate. So isolate is where they imagine a big piece of pie, they take away 40%, which is CBD, and throw the rest away. But to do that, they have to create a crystal, it's chemically produced, it's not naturally produced, with alcohol and ethanol, and it ends up going into, obviously you're ingesting
But that's
that.
not true of
So we believe natural is better.
Yeah.
Some people might differ, but you know, it's a personal opinion of us as a company, and that's what we've been doing for the last 5.5 years.
You're award-winning, and I think this is really good. I keep telling you, do your own research. You've got the old internet, you know, Google, any search engine you like. go and see what the benefits of CBD oil are, or hemp extract, see what the benefits are. But you've got that website, The Rock, is that right? The
Yeah,
Rock.
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the realm of caring is a really good place to go. So if you're somebody right now who's maybe, I don't know, they've got items in your basket, but you haven't pressed the button yet, or you're maybe thinking to yourself, I want to buy, but I'm still not sure. Have a look. If you've got the internet open, just take a look, because they can talk about things that we can't talk about. They're unrestricted because they're a charity. Now, they're a charity that's been going for many, many years, and they're very, very supportive. They believe in natural well-being, plant-based technology. So we were the first company to receive the Realm of Caring seal of approval, which means they believe that our products are not only safe, but they're what we say they are. They're pure, they're potent, and they work. So that's fantastic. We were the first company. There's only 10 companies now in total, and we were the very first. But it took many, it took nearly 2 years for them looking at us, going to our farms and things like that. So please do go to that website.
What is the website?
So it's all the W's, TheRoc.us. It's on the screen.
Okay, so The Rock, no K on the end, ROC, Realm of Caring, .us. So come on, we want you to take the opportunity to find out what this will do for you. Pick up the phone, go to the website, and see if this is something that you enjoy taking. It's as simple as a phone call. Chat to the team or go to the website. You can go for the oil, you can go for the capsules, you can go a combination of the two. Go to the website, idealworld.tv, and have a look at all the options that are available to you. So a choice of oils. And again, I love what Chris was saying. Different people get different effects. So I take it for a different reason to my friend, and I take it to a very different reason to my mum, and same for Chris, takes it to a very different reason to his mum. So buy it and try it, knowing that you've got a money-back guarantee. If you're not enjoying this, simply call us up, get it back to us. Drop it off at your local Asda is the easiest way. Drop it off at your local Asda, we'll go and collect it free of charge, and you get your money back. You can go and read all the things you need to know about our returns policy right there. So simple, simple, simple to do. So we teamed up with Asda probably about 2 years ago now, and it's a really, really great partnership. Great for you, great for us. It's a win-win situation. So ultimately, I started this because a friend recommended it to me. Maybe that's true for you. Maybe you've heard friends talking about it. Maybe a brother or a sister or mum or dad. Maybe you've just seen it on the internet and go, what is this CBD oil? That's why we brought Chris in, so that we can educate, so we can give people more information, so that you can make an informed decision. And the great thing is, it doesn't matter whether you go for the capsules or the oil. The key is just to get started. Find out what it's all about. Find out what flavour you like more. Maybe the natural's better for you. Maybe you prefer the mint. Maybe you like the idea of what we do, which is a combination. So it's such a great opportunity for you. Listen, we're about to finish this particular hour off, so let me just get Chris to remind us of all the great reasons to buy from Alexinol.
Yeah, so I think that if it's a new product for a lot of the viewers out there, you're gonna want to know: are we a company that's been around for 5 minutes, or we've been around for 5 years? We've been around for 5 years, 5.5 years now. We're a company founded by a gentleman called Paul Benham, who's a founder in the hemp industry, almost the godfather of hemp. He's somebody who's been doing this since the 90s, before anyone started doing it anywhere else. We're a company founded on principles of healthy, not high. For instance, in America, we give 10% of all our profits to charity. So we believe in what we do. We've got, for instance, I was speaking about Josh. So Josh is in America currently. He's a cyclist who's going around the world on our products. Yeah. And unfortunately, he was nearly killed in an accident. And we're looking after him now. He was hit 70 miles an hour on his last leg. He's just gone around the world, and he's now going to Texas for rehabilitation. We only ever...
I'll put him in touch with my mate.
Yeah, you should go and visit him.
He's in Texas.
But also, for an example of the company, our ethos, it's like I was asked to find a company, a football club to sponsor. So I didn't go for the biggest football club. We went for a small football club in League Two. The reason why they're the world's only vegan football club.
What club is that then?
Forest Green Rovers.
Oh,
So we sponsor them. And the cinnamon, actually, a good baking tip is if you do get the cinnamon at home, what you can do is it makes great icing on chocolate brownies. It's fantastic. And that's what they did. That's what they made. So the ethos ethos we had. They have to share the ethos. We don't partner with anybody who's not there, who doesn't share our ethos and our values, and that's what we try and do. We're not the most expensive. We're certainly not the most expensive when it comes to Ideal World prices. So.
Yeah, well, don't forget, we've got 25% off of the recommended retail prices. So it's interesting that Chris was talking about some of the things that you can do there, because it means you got the opportunity to play with it. You know, you could open this up, put it on your cereal, open it up, put it in your NutriBullet. Chris was saying he puts the oil in his coffee. I've never done that, but I'm definitely going to give it a go. Listen, we've got a lot more information to share with you. For those of you that have been watching, go and place your order right now. Those of you that think you've just caught the tail end of the show, stay with us, because we're going to be back in a couple of minutes, and we're going to give you the opportunity to learn a lot more about hemp extract, about CBD oil, and of course about Elixinol themselves. Easiest thing for you to do right now is maybe use Google to find out about CBD, or maybe go to our website, idealworld.tv, to place your order. Really appreciate your company. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be back in just a sec.
Using OpenPay couldn't be easier. In just 90 seconds, you can spread the cost of your online basket with up to 12 affordable interest-free installments. Simply click on the OpenPay logo at the checkout to set up your account following the easy steps. You can select the payment plan that works best for you with up to 12 affordable interest-free installments, helping you spread the cost of your shop. For full terms and conditions and more information about OpenPay, visit idealworld.tv/OpenPay. OpenPay. Buy now, pay smarter.
Hello there, thanks for joining us here on Ideal World. Very, very exciting show, because we're about to talk to you about CBD oil. Many of you will be saying, oh yeah, we've heard about this, or maybe you're even enjoying it right now. But if you have no idea what CBD oil is, great, because we've got an expert that's going to share lots and lots of information with you and give you lots of reasons why you might want to give this a go. Now, I'll just share with you my personal story, and in fact, I'm very glad to tell you that I use Elixinol. I had no idea. 1 year ago, I had no idea what CBD oil was. In fact, it was a friend who's over in America. He's my best friend, actually. We went through school together, and he's godfather to two of my kids. And when we were chatting away last January, he said, have you tried CBD oil yet? And I'm like, never heard of it. I have no idea what you're talking about. So he was telling me all the reasons why he enjoys it and some of the effects that he's noticed. So I thought, I'll give it a go. And so I went out and I looked for some, and I found some, and I've got to admit, I didn't really like the taste of it. Wasn't a big fan. It's very earthy, like almost like having dirt in your mouth, so I didn't like it. So I went and looked for another one, because he's getting excited about, no, you got to try it, this stuff's great. So I went out and I looked again, and this time the bottle I got was really dark, like almost muddy, and this stuff was not nice. So that didn't last. And then I persevered, because my friend's telling me, look, his story is that it really helped him with stress, anxiety, things of that nature. Now, I can't tell you that that will be true for you, because it affects everyone differently. But he certainly felt that it was making a big difference for him. So I was out looking for it, and then I came across Elixinol. And so I really enjoyed this. In fact, this is the green one, the Cinnamint. So it's got a little mint in there, and it gives it a lovely flavour. So almost like you've just cleaned your teeth. That's what it really is like for me. So I enjoy it. And so here I am a year later, still enjoying Elixinol. Now, I told my mum about it. She saw me one day taking it, because you drop it underneath your tongue. She's like, what are you doing? So I told her about it. She gave it a go. My mum enjoys it for completely different reasons. And that's the interesting thing about CBD oil. So if you've got the internet, if you've got the old internet, feel free to go online right now. Google, Alta Vista, what are there? Ask Reeves, or Jeeves. There's all sorts of search engines, right? You choose a Bing, there's another big one. Choose the one that you like. So go on and put something like, what are the benefits of CBD oil? Okay, CBD oil. You can see it written up there, so you can see how it is. What are the benefits? And I bet you'll see hundreds, thousands, possibly even millions of articles about CBD oil. Now, we've only got an hour left with you, so we're not going to have the opportunity to share all the information that's available. There's a lot more online. But I can tell you some of the things, like my friend was saying it helped him with stress. That may or may not be true for you. For me, the big thing for me is I'm a bit of a workaholic. I love working, and so I tend to push myself quite hard. I generally don't get 8 hours, sometimes 6. In fact, just the last few days, 3.5 hours in the evening, way too little. So if sleep deprivation is something that you suffer from, and it might not be because you're working hard, it might be because you just can't sleep. Things are on your mind, you're staying awake all night long. Give this a go. I'm not making you any guarantees, but I will make one guarantee is a money-back guarantee. buy it, try it. If you're not 100% satisfied, you get it back to us. Easiest way, drop it off to your local Asda and we'll give you your money back. And my mum, the reason my mum loves it is for her aches and pains, her joints. She really feels that she's benefit from this. And so it's become a regular thing for her. What I like to think of it as is, it's not medical, it's not medicine. I think of this as more like being a supplement. Okay, that's only my personal opinion, but I just think of it as being a supplement, and I really enjoy taking it. What I want you to have the opportunity is to find out for yourself. Now, we have bought you other products here on Ideal World in the past, and maybe you've even seen some of those shows. They're beauty products, you know, so they're, if maybe the age is the signs of aging is something that you worry about, then we've got products like that as well. Okay, let's go to oil first. If you're brand new to this, never done it before, oil could be a good place to start, okay? 2 flavours available to you. It's very, very affordable. We're taking 25% off the recommended retail price, so $26.21. Now, of course, you can just pay $26.21. You can pay for that in one go. It can be your debit or your credit card. You can pick one of each flavour, so you could go for natural, and think of that as being like a herbal tea, or you could go for the cinnamon, and that's got that minty flavouring to it. So you can go for one or the other. Some of you might say, do you know, I'm going to buy them both, and I'll see which one I like best. And you might like them both and keep them both. It's entirely up to you. But if you don't like one, get it back to us, you'll get your money back. So there's oil. I'm going to give you my personal tip in a minute. Let's go over to capsules. And again, don't worry, Chris is our expert tonight. He's going to share a lot more information with you. So if you're thinking, well, do I go for oil or capsules? Chris will go through all of this. So we've got the option of 30 days worth. So you can take one of those a day if you like. But we've also got the opportunity to go for 60 capsules. Now, if you're thinking, oh, I'll take one in the morning, one in the evening, 60 capsules would be better, and of course that will last you a month. Here's my personal recommendation. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. I'm not telling you what to do, but it's what I do, and it works for me. If you go for the 60 capsules, and you get a bottle of oil, and it doesn't matter which one, the 30 days, because now you're now only going to take it once a day, that will now last 60 days. So you've got 2 months worth of product if you buy 60 capsules and 1 bottle. It can be either or. Now, if you do that, that will open up your Open Pay basket. You can see Open Pay down here. Forget the numbers you see right now. If you go for those 2 products and put them together, you've now got 8 Open Pays, so it works out at £9.89 on each of your 8 payments. Okay? Now, there's one other thing that you might want to consider. If you've been buying this already, if you've, I don't know where you've been getting it, if you've enjoying it and you're thinking, this stuff's good, I like it, you might want to get a year's supply. Easiest way to do that is go for 6 of the 60 capsules, because they're 2 months each, so 6 of those, and then go for 6 oils. So you might want to try 3 cinnamon and 3 natural. So there's your 6 oils, because they will last the 2 months, because you're only taking 1 drop. So this will be your drop in the morning, 1 capsule in the evening. Drop in the morning, capsule in the evening. Now, by doing that, if you go for a year's supply, and again, you don't have to, it's just an idea, but if you do that, you're then going to give yourself the opportunity to enjoy 12 open payments. But you've got a year's supply of product, so hey, that's great. I'm going to pay month to month to month to month to month. Each of those payments is going to coordinate with what you're enjoying. And that means you're now looking at, what, $39.57 on each of your 12 payments. $39.57. That's interest-free, by the way. I'm being told already very, very busy. I'm not surprised. Easiest way to buy is our website. That's idealworld.tv. If you go to the website, you'll have the opportunity to click on the button at the top which says Watch Live. That will take you through to the hour. You'll see the oils. You'll see the choice of cinnamon or natural. You've also got the opportunity to go for the capsules. Just pick a mix in any way that you think will be best for you. And then when you get to checkout, you'll have the opportunity to decide if you want to go for the Open Pay, and it will show you what your payments will be and how many months you can spread it over. So you've heard me saying up to 12, you know, you can go 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, you choose. The more you spend, the further you can spread that cost. Okay, let me introduce you to Chris, who's our expert this evening. Chris, great to have you here.
Fantastic, thanks for having me.
Chris, before we do anything, let's talk a little bit about the brand, Elixinol. So some people may have heard of it, some may not. What are they all about?
Okay, so Elixinol was formed in about 5.5 years ago by a gentleman called Paul Benham. He's a Brit who moved to Australia, like a lot of people did. So we've got other companies called Hemp Foods Australia. We've also got Pet Relief, where we do CBD for dogs and cats.
Oh, yeah.
And then Elixinol was formed about 5.5 years ago. We're based out of Colorado. First CBD company to sell in Japan. In fact, the Prime Minister of Japan uses our products, which is fantastic for us. We've also in now South Korea, South Africa, 50 countries worldwide, launched in Europe in September of last year. We're just keeping and growing all the time. And my job is just to go around educating people about hemp. So I get to talk about one of my favourite subjects. I get to teach people, educate people, and it's fantastic.
Wow. So where are you off to next?
We've got a pop-up in Westfield in London. So
in the shopping mall?
Yeah, the shopping mall, So that's my sort of operation I've been doing for the last 3 months. So I've got another month to finish that off. Then I go to Germany. So we've just signed a contract in Germany with a distributor. We've got 100 people to train. Very easy.
Holy moly.
Yeah, just in one day though. So
in one day?
In one day, yeah. Fly there and just do one
So
day.
they're going to keep you busy. Now, again, I know many people say, oh, we know what CBD is, we know what hemp extract is, but some people won't. So let's go right back to basics.
Okay.
What is CBD?
So CBD is just a hyphenated name of cannabidiol. So cannabidiol is the long technical name, and that's a natural component property that comes from growing industrial hemp. We grow sativa L, that's a species that we grow.
Yeah.
It's the same industrial hemp that they use for cattle field, that they used to use for doing like rope and paper, exactly the same. And the reason we grow it is high in CBD and low in THC, so naturally occurring. And then we create what we consider really pure and potent products for the customer.
So what is actually in the oil? What do we get? And I say the oil, there's an oil in the capsules as well, isn't it?
Correct, yeah. So all we do is we do a full spectrum extract. So we take everything out of the plant because we believe nature knows best. So we give you absolutely everything the plant's got to offer. Then we mix it with coconut MCT oil. The reason we use MCT oil is because we believe it helps with absorption. It also helps with flavour, which is a big thing if you've ever tried CBD before, and also improves shelf life as well. So we can give, from bottling, we give a 24-month, 2-year sort of shelf life on there, which is pretty rare for a lot of CBD companies. The only difference between the natural, which is a natural flavour, to the cinnamon is we add in organic extracts of peppermint and cinnamon. So that's what we do with that.
So it's not flavorings.
It's not flavorings, it's extracts. Right. And then on the capsules are a vegetable capsule, so a vegetarian capsule, and then there's just purified water in there and the same oil that's in the natural, and that's it.
Fantastic. Now, I know some people must have heard the word cannabis, hemp extract, and they're thinking, is it legal in the UK?
Yes, yeah. So it's important to know that. So what you need to do is you need to double check any company you buy from, even if you're not buying from ourselves, they're under 0.2% THC. The best way to describe it is like a 0-0 beer. So you know when you get a 0-0 beer,
like non-alcohol?
Non-alcoholic. It's never truly non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
And the law for non-alcoholic beer is 0.5 ABV. So you'll see on the side of the can, if you turn it around, it might say 0.3, 0.2. We've always, the industry standard is 0.2% THC. Our batch that we're selling here today to your Ideal World customers is 0.1 on testing. So we're way under it.
Great stuff. So how does it work? You know, I know we're going to show you how to take it a little later.
Yeah.
But how does it actually work in the body? What's it doing?
So in the late 90s, they discovered a system called the endocannabinoid system. It's a bit of a mouthful. So it's ECS. That's the best way to describe it. So the endocannabinoid system is a self-regulating system of receptors that are located throughout the entire body. The best way to describe it is you have a receptor in your brain and your gut. So you've heard of the statement of gut feel. If your brain and your gut are working together, it's a good synergy. And then you've also got receptors throughout the rest of your body. It's involved in communicating with virtually every system of the body, including central nervous system, immune system, brain and organs and so much more. And the vital system is primarily focused on supporting balance or homeostasis in the body.
So when my mate called me up from America and he was saying, oh, you tried CBD oil, and I went out looking for the stuff. There are like shelves of it, and I'm thinking, oh, blimey, which do I go for? I had no idea, really. So what should customers be looking for when they go to look for CBD oil?
I mean, one of the most important things is it actually labelled correctly. So there's a few things to look for. First of all, does it say whether it's an isolate, or does it say whether it's full spectrum? Does it say whether it's a whole plant extract? Also, how's it been extracted? Is it CO2 extracted like ourselves, which we consider one of the safest and purest ways of actually extracting from the plant? So we make it super cold, which means it makes it very, very easy to extract everything out of the plant without using any toxic chemicals, because some people use ethanol, some people use alcohol. You've got to remember you might be ingesting part of that in the oil, so it might not taste that great, but also do you want that in your body? Some people use cold press, so like an olive oil type technique as well. Can they tell you where the origin is? Is it made in the EU? Is it made in the UK? Has it been exported? Where's it been exported from? Does it actually say on the bottle how much CBD is in the bottle? Has it got a percentage, which means nothing really in the big scheme of things, or does it say a milligram content? So if you go to your local chemist and you ask for a headache tablet, it's not measured in percentage, it's measured in milligrams.
So what's on the Lexinol bottle?
Milligrams. So we tell you exactly how many milligrams in the bottle.
So is that more precise then?
It is more precise because the CBD is actually, the actual raw material will be the oil, actually, the extract is in milligrams, so it makes sense to do it that way. Also, is it a seed to shelf operation? We are a seed to shelf operation. There's a handful of companies that do that. So we plant the seeds, so we own the farms, we plant the seeds, we let everything grow, we do the cultivation, we do the farming part, then we do the extracting, then we do
huge operation.
Of course it is, and what you're seeing here are pictures from our laboratories in
so
the States.
when that's all that combine harvester,
correct.
That's your combine harvester
That's
in one of your fields.
That's Colorado.
Over in the
We've got something like 95 hectares of hemp growing over there, and
Oh
even more in
my-
Australia.
look,
It is. That's actually the farm. It's not just
Holy
and then
moly.
you can see. So you ask all these questions, then you also want to look at the oil. Now I guarantee there are customers watching right now, viewers watching right now, that have got bottles like my mum, sat half empty or half full, whatever you want to call it, that have got like a black, gunky, creamy sort of fluid in there that you can't see through.
So why has she got all those bottles?
Because she tried them. She went on to my mum was taking this 3 years before I got involved in the business. So my mum was, I went, what's all this? And then you unscrew them and you could see, and she went, try it, taste it. And she could not stand the taste of it anymore.
Right.
So what Lexinol did, which is fantastic, not me, I can't take the credit for it, they just made the products taste good. So first of all, the oil should be clear, like I say, like a fine whiskey. Yeah. So you should be able to say through like a golden whiskey, and also it should taste nice.
Yeah,
or as nice as it possibly can. So if you look in here, let's charge it up for you. There you go. You can see really nice and golden, drips beautifully on there, and that's like an oil. It looks like an olive oil. It looks like an oil that you'd be quite happy to put on a salad or ultimately put into your body.
Could you do that?
Yeah. I mean, the hemp oil goes really well with a salad, you know.
See, I got a lot of exploring to do. I got a lot of exploring to do.
You know that I put this in my coffee. I start my day off with because we did the show. We did a show, you know, before, and it's like you're very tired and you haven't had much sleep, so it's a great way to wake you up first thing in the morning. Have a nice
I am going to try that.
double X. One of our clients, we've got. I'll give them a shout. Yumsy. They're down in Battersea, and they buy the cinnamon, and they actually give espresso coffees with a charge of that in there.
Wow, brilliant.
So they love it.
So what does it taste like? If somebody's looking at the two and they go,
Yeah.
okay, do I go for the green one or the blue one? What do they taste like?
So the blue one, which is natural, I mean, they're all natural, but it's natural in flavour, is just literally the coconut MCT oil, so you get a hint of that. Some people say it might taste like a tea, a herbal tea.
Oh, yeah.
Some people get notes of hay. I was going to say grassy, but you know, it's like, you know, I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like a pond of hay. No, it says that. So that's for, I think a lot of people. It's strange, but if you're older and you're used to taking the old days, I don't know. I'm not saying how old we are, but
You were looking at me, though, weren't you?
the days of like, I mean, but I'll tell you an example. When we were at
Cod
the Western,
liver oil, is that what you're thinking
cod
of?
liver oil, castor oil,
Yeah.
and if you're used to that, this is not a problem for you. But a lot of the millennials, they will turn around and go, they can't stand the flavour, so they want something spicy and minty and nice, and that's why we developed the cinnamon flavour.
Right.
So the minty one is literally, it's got strong peppermint going through there with cinnamon at the end, so you get
That's
like a
the
bit
one
of
I like.
fire, and that's a great one, and that's the one that our vegan football club we sponsor. They make chocolate brownies with that, so
Great.
it goes beautiful.
So how do we take it? Can we show the audience? 'Cause
Well, I think you should take it this time.
yeah, I'm happy to take.
I think,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm happy to
yeah,
take it.
it's your
but I
turn
was
now.
intrigued when I first read the instructions and they said the way to take it. I was like, what? I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, well, because the thing is, a lot of people try and blind with science. I mean, the actual technical name for this is a sublingual method.
Okay.
But it means just put it under your tongue. Simple as that. But so you just.
And why do we put it under the tongue?
Because if you actually look under your tongue, if you were in a mirror, you looked under your tongue, you'll see loads and loads of blood vessels there.
Right.
So it's a really soft area. It's a soft palate, so it's a great way to absorb straight into your bloodstream, because if you swallow it straight down, you're going to lose quite a bit of it.
Yeah.
So what we recommend is put it straight under the tongue, and that way you hold it there for about 30 seconds. I told the wife once 2 hours, but just to stop her talking. You know, but
Cheeky. Well, I'm going to show you right now. If you squeeze this once, just give that one good squeeze, then we should get the perfect amount inside it. So let's have a look. There you go, perfect amount inside it. So now I'm just going to lift that up and put that underneath my tongue. Now I've got to be quiet.
Yep, and now, so what I'd normally do is I'd normally do that first thing in the morning, and I'd go and put the kettle on. So I go to the bathroom cabinet, I drop that under my tongue, and as I'm walking around the apartment, I'm literally just putting the kettle on, doing my everyday sort of things, and then I'd swish it around. Try and keep it as long as you can. If you can keep it for 2 or 3 minutes, that's even better for you. We say 30 seconds, but a lot of the companies, you know, the reason you say 10 seconds or 20 seconds is because it doesn't taste nice, and most people can't do that. So you've got, so take it like that. They go through the blood vessels. Are you okay, Paul?
I'm
it's
loving
great.
it. I'm loving it. No, I do.
The crew are celebrating behind the camera. It's fantastic.
Oh, because I'm being quiet.
Oh, see, now you're talking. So that's the best way to take it. But for some people, they don't want to take that. They don't want the hassle. They want something that's a little bit more convenient. Like my mum, for instance. My mum is 73, so she's got one of those pill trays. So if you're somebody out there that's already got the pill, you know, the pill trays that say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then they've got AM, PM, and evening. So the capsules fit well into that regime. So if you're somebody that doesn't want taste, someone that doesn't want odour, someone that just wants a simple, easy, just simply swallow the tablet and it's gone. This is a great option for you.
So that's still an oil in there, isn't it?
That's the natural oil that's in there. It's got purified water. It's
so what's the difference between the two then?
Well, the capsules are stronger. So that capsule has got 15 milligrams guaranteed
and in
of CBD.
Thing, then?
That's a 5 milligram per dosing that we recommend for you.
So the capsules are 3 times stronger?
Yes, and plus it's got another 375 milligrams of all the other cannabinoids, which we'll go into because we're full spectrum. So it's super strong. So a lot of people, like, if you're out there right now and you've already been taking CBD and you already know that 15 milligrams twice a day or 20 milligrams works for you, the capsules, the price you're doing them, Paul, is an incredible bargain.
Yeah.
So what I would recommend is go for those. If you're already using them, you can go for a mix, like we were saying, having an oil and then maybe the capsules later on.
Yeah.
So everyone, because you've got to remember that this is going to be a unique journey for every single person.
Yeah.
Every single person will feel different taking CBD. No one's system's the same.
Okay, so who can take it?
Everybody. I mean, literally.
Give some
yes,
examples.
so anyone from 18 to 90. I mean, we've got customers through all the spectrum. So we've got a lot of students that take CBD now, sort of at college and university. Then we've got people in the office. Our office staff range from the youngest is about 35 all the way up to 60. Then my mum's 73. She's been taking it for 5 years. So there's no one really that can't take it. All we'll say is that if you are pregnant, then you should get your doctor's advice. And also, if you're under 16 or you want to give this to children, it's a parent's guidance. You know, but if you ever want to, you know, you can always ask your doctor for advice.
It's a phone call, right?
Yeah.
Phone call away.
Yeah.
And you can, you know, if you order it right now, it'll be delivered to you. You can take it with you, take it to the docs if you want, and let them see the product. So you've got all of these options available to you, but it's easy enough to do. Listen, I made a note here that you mentioned seed to shelf, so you're everything from planting, you said, to getting it to the shelf of the store, but then you also said full spectrum. What exactly does full spectrum mean?
Okay, so full spectrum is really important for us because we believe it's the most natural way. So if you look at the hemp plant, there's not just CBD in there. In fact, there's another 121 cannabinoids in there. There's 501 phytonutrients. There's what we call flavonoids and terpenes. Terpenes is what gives things its flavour. So like lemon peel and things like that. It's got vitamins A, C and E. It's also got omega-3, 6 and 9 in there as well. The best way to describe it is that there's probably 3 different techniques that are out there right now. Some people are cold pressing. Cold pressing gives you a completely different result on there. So it's a bit like an olive oil press. Then there's isolate. Now, isolate is completely different again. So if you imagine a piece of pie, Paul, and they take 40%, so a segment of 40% of that pie,
So less than half.
they keep that, but throw the other 60% away. So because some people believe that CBD on its own is the right way to do it.
So they just chuck the rest away?
Yeah, but they don't chuck it as such, but they use it for different things. But that's what they do. So they chemically produce So it's chemically produced, not naturally produced.
Right.
So they have to produce a white crystal, then they have to dissolve it with ethanol and alcohol.
Yeah.
That then goes into the mixture, and that can be some. If you've had a bad experience, then it could be that's an isolate. So we believe nature knows best, and we believe in healthy, not high. That's what our company's philosophy is.
That makes complete enough sense. And I know you were award-winning. A little earlier we were talking about Realm of Caring. Tell us a little bit more about that and the awards.
So Realm of Caring are a wonderful charity. They've been going for many, many years. And what they do is they believe in well-being. And so what they look at is natural and holistic therapies and things like that. Because they're a charity, they can actually say what they want to. They can actually tell you, they can tell you about studies and things like that they can do. So what they decided to do was look at hemp and CBD companies, and they decided to look at us first. And after a couple of years of visiting our farms, looking at our laboratories, testing us independently, they gave us the first seal of approval. So we're the first company, and still there's only 10 companies. They added one just over Christmas. There's only 10 companies in the whole world that Realm of Caring will recommend, and they're not getting any money from that. They're not selling the products. They're just saying, we trust these companies. So it's really important. It was a great honour for us.
Yeah. And it's incredible. It took 2 years to get them to give you a thumbs up. Listen, I'm being told busiest point of the show. I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. You've got to make a decision here. Do you want to go for oil, or you think you want to go for the capsules? Do you want what I recommend to go for a combination? So you take the oil in the morning, the capsules in the evening. You could go for 30 days worth, you can go for 60 days worth, or if you really know you enjoy this, maybe you've been taking it for a year or so, then you've got the opportunity to go for a whole year's supply. And that would mean going for 60 of the capsules 6 times, and then 6 of the oils. You could go for 3 cinnamon and 3 natural, or you can just pick one of the flavours. It's entirely up to you. The more you spend, the further we allow you to spread your open payments, and that's up to 12 payments. If you get a year's supply, that's over 12 payments. It really does make great sense. Come on, let's give you an opportunity to learn a little more about our website.
An ideal world, ordering on the web couldn't be easier. For all your favourite products, gift ideas, or that something special.
Missed the live show? No problem. Order anytime.
Anywhere! Need that quick fix solution? Idealworld.tv has got you covered. It's as simple as click, add and check out. Idealworld.tv, the shop that never shuts.
I gotta tell you, I love it when we're this busy, because it lets us know that we found exactly the product you're after and we've got the price right. This is a 25% saving compared to the recommended retail price, so 25% saving. Now, there's lots of choices available to you. If you're new to this and you've never done anything like it before, if CBD oil is new, it's a term you didn't know, you've not enjoyed hemp in the past, then consider going for the oils. You've got a choice. You could go for either or, so you could go for the blue, which is the natural. And again, Chris, I think the term you used, did you say it's like a herbal tea, yeah. And then you've got the opportunity to go for the green one. The green one's got the cinnamon in it, so a little hint of cinnamon, a little hint of mint in there. I always think that is the one that I actually use, and for me, that's like you just cleaned your teeth. So it's really nice and it's fresh, and I enjoy that. And it's first thing in the morning, so it's a good way to start your day. Again, this is the one you're going to pop underneath your tongue and just keep it there for about 30 seconds. It'll fly by. It takes no time whatsoever, and you can actually enjoy it, and it absorbs into the system quickly. Now, you've also got the opportunity to go for one of each. So if you think, I wouldn't mind finding out what they're both like, you can buy them, you can try them. If you're not 100% satisfied within 14 days, get them back to us, you'll get your money back. Easiest way to get them back is drop them off at local Asda. If you've got one of those nearby, just go into Asda, drop them off. They even have returns forms for you. You don't have to take them with you. If you've got them, take them with you. But if you haven't, they'll print them off. They get them back. We go and collect free of charge to you, and then you get your money back. Now, if you like the idea of the capsules, again, you could go for 30 days. 30 days of capsules. You might be thinking, well, you want one in the morning and one in the evening, so they could last you 15 days. So in that case, you might want to go for the 60. But if you're just going to take one a day, then you're fine with the 30 capsules. 60 is even better value for money. So if you go for the 60, we'll now take that. Bear in mind, that would normally be, what, £35 or £36, isn't it, for 30. So that would be 36 and 36 is what, 72? So 72 quid, we're taking it down to 44.96. So you can see that this is really, really great value for money. So going for the 60 is a better option. A couple of things you could do there. You could take them one in the morning, one in the evening, and it will still last you a month. Or you can do what I do, and it turns out it's what Chris does as well. So you could have one of these a day, so then they're going to last you 60 days. That will be what you're going to do in the evening before you go to sleep. Or Chris was saying, don't do it just before you go to sleep, because it takes about 40 minutes to settle in. So maybe an hour before you go to sleep. Or what Chris does is when he gets home from work, 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening, then he takes one. So you've got all these options. So one of those a day, that's 2 months worth then. And then in the morning, you want to go for an oil. Now, we said the oil will last for 30 days, but that's if you're taking it morning and night. So now, if you're going to take the capsule in the evening and you're taking this only in the morning, this will now not last 30 days, but 60 days. So you could go for one of the oils and 60 capsules, and that will give you the opportunity to enjoy it for 2 months. Now, if you do that, you go for one oil and 60 days, that will again give you the opportunity to make your open pay basket open up to 8 payments, and that means each of your payments would just be £9.89. £9.89 each. A very, very affordable way to see if you like this. Now, those of you that have been enjoying it for some time, or perhaps like Chris's mum, 5 years she's been enjoying CBD oil. So if you've been enjoying it for a number of years and you're just looking for brilliant value for money, what you could do is go for 6 of the 60 capsules. So 60 is 2 months, right? 2 months, so 6 of those, that means a year's supply, and you're going to take those in the evening. And then go for 6 bottles of oil. That means you've got a whole year's supply. Shelf life is 2 years. So then you could go, what I would do is go for 3 natural and 3 cinnamon. You don't have to, you can just pick one flavour if you prefer, but you could go for 3 and 3. If you do that, if you go for 6 of the oils, 6 of these 60-day capsules, then we're going to give you the opportunity to open pay up to 12 months. And each of those payments will be $39.57, including your P&P. $39.57. You pay that month after month after month, but of course you've got 12 months supply. So the 12 months deal seems to be to make absolute common sense. So all about choice. Go to the website, have a look around. Now, I just want to remind you of my story. A year ago, I had no idea what this was all about. My best friend called me up. His name's Tyler. He lives over in Austin, Texas. And Tyler called up me. Is that one of the things he came across was, are you enjoying CBD? Or I've never heard of it. I don't know what you're talking about. And he was telling me why he enjoys it and some of the benefits that he'd found that he was enjoying. And I thought, all right, I'll give it a go. So I went out and I was looking for it, and I bought one. I took it home and I tried it. It tasted horrible. It was like eating dirt, earth. So it wasn't my cup of tea. So he's telling me, no, you've got to try it. It's so good. And for him, it's only personal to him. This may not be true for you, but he really felt that it helped him relax. He's got his own company, so he's sometimes a bit anxious, he's stressed, and he found it helped him to do that. That may or may not work for you. And so I persevered, and I went out and got another one. And this time it was like blooming treacle. This stuff was horrible. I tried it. I thought, this is not going to happen. But again, Tyler's like, dude, you've got to try it. So I went and looked. And then I came across Alexanol, just by chance. And so now this is exactly the brand I love. So to have it here on Ideal World was so exciting for me. When they said Alexanol was coming, I was so excited. And Chris will tell you all about them in a minute if you haven't heard about the brand itself. So I found the one that worked for me, and I enjoy it. Now, for me personally, and again, this may or may not be true for you, but I find it helps me with my sleep. So, look, I'm a bit of a workaholic, so I rarely get 8 hours, sometimes 6. In fact, the last few days I've been getting about 3.5 hours. And that's not a smart thing to do. But, if you're suffering from deprivation of sleep, give this a go. And it might not be because you're working so hard. It might be because you're, you just can't relax. Maybe you're just staying up at night. Maybe your mind's over. You're very, very active, or monkey mind is a term that's used a lot these days. If that's the case, give it a go. Look, I'm not going to stand here and give you guarantees. In fact, I will give you a guarantee, a money-back guarantee. So you buy it, you try it, and if you're like, oh, I love it, this is working for me, and whatever it is that you're enjoying, keep it. But if not, you've got 14 days, get it back to us, we'll give you your money back. Now, my mum saw me taking it one day, and she's like, what's that? So I told her all about it, and she said, oh, I want to try it. So now my mum enjoys it, and she's got another totally different reason to Tyler, totally different reason to me. She's because of her aches and pains, her joints, so she's really enjoying it. Again, I want you to buy this and try this. If you've not done anything like this before, feel free to call your GP, have a chat with them, it's just a phone call away. We'll give you 14 days to make your mind up. That's a no quibble, money back guarantee. So oil or capsules or a combination, consider getting it for a month, for 2 months, or all the way up to 12 months. We'll spread the cost over 12 payments. The easiest way to buy is over the website. That's idealworld.tv. Now, don't forget, this is a live show, so if you've got any questions, feel free to email in at studio@idealworld.tv. You can email in, and we've already had a few questions, so I'll ask some of those as we make our way through the show. Those of you that know what CBD is, then you've got a great head start on us. But if you haven't, I'm going to get Chris to go right back to basics so you can share that information with us. So first of all, Chris, let's start with Elixinol. Just tell us a little bit about the brand. The
Okay,
company.
so Elixinol was formed by a British guy called Paul Benham, and he moved to Australia in the 90s. He started a company called Hemp Foods Australia. We've also got another company called Pet Relief, Sativa Skincare, lots of different
So he's
companies.
doing all right.
He's doing quite well. But you know what? He's actually the most down-to-earth man you'll ever meet in your life.
Really?
You know, the first time I met him was on an oil rig.
Really?
In
what
Amsterdam.
was he doing out there?
No, it's in Amsterdam. They recycle things. Sorry, it's a completely irrelevant story, but it's like literally it was an oil rig, and they made it into a restaurant, and that's what we ended up meeting on. So, and then he wanted to do hemp CBD products, and he started 5.5 years ago. So we're based out of Colorado.
Yeah.
First CBD company to sell in Japan. In fact, the Prime Minister of Japan uses our products. Paul was featured shaking his hand on a rostrum. First, and then the Tokyo, you can actually see that's the Tokyo Expressway.
Right.
2 years to get the advertising on there.
Wow.
We're also in.
So are these your fields?
These
When
are
we
our
see the
fields.
combine
Yeah, that's
harvester?
in Colorado.
Wow.
We also grow in Europe now, in Germany and northern Spain. We're also first company in South Korea. So we're in South Africa. 50 countries in total and growing. So every week we get a new country that's interested and going. I'm off to Germany next. We're starting to go into Germany in a big way.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a global company and one you can trust.
That's fantastic. Yeah, and award-winning. We'll get to that a little bit later. So again, I want to go right back to basics for anyone that doesn't. I'm into the busiest point of the show. So those of you that are watching the first half have clearly decided to go and get your product. Whether you're going for the oil or the capsules, check out as soon as you can. It is very, very, very busy, I'm being told. So lots of people are going to say, oh yeah, I've heard of CBD, or maybe you've read about it in magazines. I would say this is really worth doing. Well, Chris is chatting away to us. Feel free to go online. Maybe you've got a smartphone, maybe you've got a tablet, an iPad, maybe you've got a laptop or a desktop. Go to the old Google or your favourite search engine and put benefits of CBD oil. Benefits of CBD oil. And have a look. I bet if it's not hundreds of thousands, it may even be millions of results. So go and do a little bit of your own research. And we'll tell you about another site later that will be specifically about hemp. But what exactly is CBD?
Okay, so CBD is a shortening of the word cannabidiol, and cannabidiol is a naturally occurring property that's naturally occurring in the hemp plant. That's what we grow, industrial hemp, which is Sativa L, which is the strain that we use, and we use that because it's naturally occurring high in CBD and low in THC, so we can produce our healthy, not high products. That's what our mantra is.
Fantastic. And what exactly is in the oil?
The oil is completely natural. So we do a full spectrum, we'll explain about that later, a full spectrum extract, so it's all the cannabinoids present, and then we mix it with a carrier oil. So most should have a carrier oil because hemp oil on its own doesn't really absorb that well in the body. Right. So we use coconut MCT oil. There's three main reasons for that. One, it improves absorption in our opinion, it improves flavour, but it also improves shelf life. So when we actually bottle this, we can give a 24-month, 2-year shelf life, which some companies can't do.
Yeah. And I guess it makes it taste better as well, right?
Yeah, the biggest complaint you will ever hear about CBD oil, anyone out there right now this morning who's watching and you've tried it, you probably might be even scared to try it again. But we can only say from the experience that I've had, tens of thousands of people that I've actually worked with over the time, that our oil tastes incredibly good.
Yeah, and the beauty of it is you get to find out for yourself. So you can buy it, try it, and then you can get your money back. So if you disagree, get it back to us. You'll get your money back. It's as simple as that. So please don't miss out. So my next question's got to be, we're talking about cannabid, and we're talking about hemp extract. Somebody emailed in us, is it legal in the UK?
Yeah, completely legal. So the reason all you've got to look for is if you're ever getting an oil, whether you're buying from us, or whether this is piquing your interest and you go to another store, 0.2% THC is a legal limit. Now, our testing comes in on all these products at 0.1 currently. It's a bit like a 0.0 beer. The law says it's under 0.5% ABV is a 0.0 beer. But if you actually turn it around to the side, if it says non-alcoholic, it'll always say 0.2 or 0.3. Right. As long as it's under 0.2. No, if it's under 0.2, then it's a completely legal product. In most of Europe, we sell in 50 countries. If you're travelling far away, so countries like Dubai and things like that, then always double check what the law is, just because you don't want to be caught out. But literally, it's legal in most of Europe and the UK for sure.
That's fantastic. And another question that came in, somebody asked, is it okay to drive it if you've had a shot of it?
Yeah, it's non-psychoactive.
That's good, because I've got to get home.
Yeah, you're giving me a lift. So yeah, it's non-psychoactive. So you're not getting. That's what when we say healthy, not high. The reason is because it's so low that the THC levels in there that you're not going to feel that. So it doesn't get you. You don't get a feeling of elation. You don't get that sort of sort of feeling there. You also don't get. It's non-addictive. It's non-psychoactive as well. So
right.
So you get all of those great things in there. Because CBD goes in and out of your body within 8 to 12 hours.
Oh, right.
So it completely disappears. Right. So that's a great thing as well. So you don't build a tolerance to it.
Okay, so that leads me on to a good question. So how does it work? How does it work in the body?
So you've got something called the endocannabinoid system. This was discovered in the late 90s by Raphael Mechoulam, an Israeli scientist who's quite honestly a genius. And it's a self-regulating system of receptors that are located through the entire body. Now, the best way to describe it is you've got a receptor in the brain and the gut. Yeah. That's CB1, so they communicate. You've all probably heard of brain-gut health is really important, and also talking about that gut feeling. They call it your second brain. And then you've got other receptors throughout the rest of your body. So what happens is that once you take the oil, it communicates to the body for the central nervous system, the immune system, the organs, and the brain. And the idea, the primary focus of the endocannabinoid system is to put you into what we call homeostasis, which is balance. And that's literally the way it works.
Okay, now, my first experience, because my mate recommended it to me, I went out looking for it, see if I could find it, looking through shelf after shelf after shelf of all this sort of stuff, and I didn't really know what I was looking for. So I wonder if it's possible to tell us what we should consider when we're buying CBD.
I mean, the most important thing is to look at the labelling, because a lot of companies out there, there might not be clear labelling on there. You might not be able to see, first of all, where's it produced? Is it produced in the EU? Is it produced in America? Is it produced, is it an extract that's come from China or something like that? You also want to look at the extraction techniques. Does it say it's CO2 extraction like ours, or is it say it's got ethanol or alcohol in the ingredients, if it's a cold press technology as well? Is it clearly marked? So you can see on here, we actually mark down how many milligrams of the cannabinoids are in there.
Oh, yeah.
And we also tell you the hemp extract. Now, the hemp extract will have all the other cannabinoids in there as well. So it's really important that all of those things are there. Also, are they a seed to shelf operation? So in other words,
what does that mean?
Seed to shelf is, are they actually growers? Do they grow it themselves? Do they actually do the extracting? Do they do the cultivation, etc.? Or are they a white label, private label, which is basically they've just put a new label on the bottle and they've called it their own name? Then you're looking at what does the oil look like in the bottle. If you don't like the look of the oil, there's a good chance it's not going to taste nice. Yeah. So the most important thing for us is that if you do the techniques correctly, the oil should be beautiful and golden. The best way I describe it, like a really nice fine malt whiskey that you can see through it and it's golden. And then on top of that, what does it taste like?
Well, I was just thinking, if you're in the shop and you even cheeky took it out of the packet, it's in a dark bottle, so you haven't even got the chance to see what it looks like.
But that's it. The reason we use Blue Bot, by the way, is to stop the UV lights going through there to damage the CBD, because sunlight can actually... No, it's not just for looks. There's a technical reason behind that. Right. But you might find a lot of the companies, they use like brown bottles as well. So the thing is that we actually spend a little bit more money to make sure that you get a bottle that's going to protect the product inside as well.
Great. Can we have a look at some
of the oil? Yeah, of course we can. Yeah. So
what does it taste like? Is it possible to explain it? Because some people might be looking and go, I wouldn't mind giving it a go, but what is it like?
So if you can see the oil, first of all, look at that, nice and golden, really falls off the dropper, really beautiful, you can see through it. Now, the natural is a natural flavour. So a lot of people will say you probably taste the coconut oil in there. Some people will turn around and they'll say you can actually taste it tastes like a sort of hay, sort of like a hayy, sort of grassy sort of notes.
Grassy?
Maybe, yes, grassy, like the grass you mow.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and also maybe sort of like a tea sort of feeling to it.
So like a herbal tea
Yeah,
type
yeah.
thing.
I mean, a lot of people, like I say, it tends to be, I'm not being ageist here, but the older people tend to have no problem with natural. They like it because they had the days of having a spoonful of not sugar, but castor oil forced down the throat, or cod liver oil and things, and all those. So they're not bothered about taste. But younger people tend to be a bit more fussy about taste. So then we produce the cinnamon. Now the cinnamon is exactly the same as the natural, but we've added organic extracts of cinnamon and peppermint together.
So not flavourings.
Not flavourings, organic. So they're extracts. And what you've got there is it's a very you'll hit your peppermint will hit you straight away, and then you get cinnamon coming at the back like a little bit of a burn.
Nice. Can we take some? Can we show how it's taken?
Whose turn is it? My turn.
This is important. I think we should both do one.
Okay.
We should
let's
both.
go.
This is really.
But then no one
important.
can talk.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
You didn't think that through.
You take it.
You didn't think that through, did you? You didn't think that through. That would have been the best 30 seconds.
I'll have one afterwards. Listen, the reason I want to show you how to take it is because if you're buying this for the first time, you get a little instruction leaflet with it, but you might be surprised because you probably think you just pop it in your mouth.
I think
but it's got to go under your
I
tongue.
think they want you to do it.
Oh, am I going to do it?
Yeah,
am I going to
so.
do it? Great. Well, this is proof you can drive home afterwards, isn't it? So look, I'll just make this clear. You see the little rubber bit there? If you squeeze that once fully, then that will automatically fill it, and you'll see it's the perfect amount in there. So now I'm going to just pop that to the mouth, but I'm going to put it underneath my tongue. And then I've got to be quiet.
So now you've got 30 seconds of silence from Paul. So you can see the website that's been going up there, the Realm of Caring. So it's really important to do your own research. So what I would say is there's certain restrictions. We can't say a lot of the things that we would love to say to you about the product. So what I would say is do your own research. Look on the internet. Talk to people that have maybe already taken CBD before, because you've got to remember this is a unique experience. This journey you're about to go on if you take CBD is going to be completely unique to you. Every single person has a different feeling with it, and it's that. You okay?
Yeah.
You good?
Oh, I love it. Listen, and that's the minty one. I got the minty one, so it is like you've just cleaned your teeth. That's why I like it.
Yeah, that's a sublingual method that Paul just did. So you're putting it underneath.
Why do we do that?
So you do it under the tongue because you've got loads of blood vessels there. So it's a really softest area. So what happens is when you put it there, hold it there for as long as you can, and just swish it around the mouth. What I do is I drop it in my mouth, then I go and make a cup of coffee, a cup of tea. By the time the kettle's boiled, then literally I swallow it. The longer you can hold it, the more absorption you're going to get straight into the bloodstream. It goes from the bloodstream straight to the head, to the gut, and to the other receptors in the body.
I mean, so somebody has emailed in and they've asked if it's addictive.
No, it's not addictive at all because it goes in and out of your body so quickly. So 8 to 12 hours gone completely. It's non-psychoactive. We say healthy, not high, and you don't build a tolerance up to it. So, for instance, if you find that 5 milligrams twice a day gives you what you want out of the product,
that's just one.
Yeah,
drop.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Then you'll never need to take any more.
Okay.
So you see, like
so
sometimes
some people might just have one drop of oil a day.
and they feel great.
Right.
You know, it's down to them.
So
It's
what
an
do you
individual.
Take? I'm one drop.
I
one
take
capsule.
I take the 5 milligrams in the morning. Sometimes I might take it again lunchtime time. It depends for me if I'm working. Like at the Westville, I'm doing 13-hour shifts.
If you've just been out for lunch and you got bad breath, then you can have the mint.
Exactly. Nice. Yeah. Always thinking.
Good reason, right?
Always
good
thinking.
Reason.
And then with I take the capsule around about 7 o'clock because I find that really helps me. The capsule 40 takes about 40 seconds to work through the body, but what it does is it puts me into a nice relaxation period, ready for a good night's sleep.
Right. And so, what is, let's say, the maximum that we should consider? You know, if we're pushing the boundaries, what's the maximum?
The recommendation is no more than 200 milligrams a day. Now, 200 milligrams would be 2/3 of the 30ml bottle. So
let's just show you. Come on, no one. I can't imagine anyone's going to do that. 2/3 of that bottle. That'd be crazy.
I mean, my mum.
And we said what, 60 drops in there?
Yeah. So there's
That'd be like 40 drops.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Holy moly!
So my mum
Don't
takes
do that.
My
One or
mum
two.
takes 60 milligrams. So she takes 60 milligrams a day. I take, like I say, probably around about 30 milligrams a day.
Right.
So everyone's going to be different. You can take a little bit more, a little bit less. It depends upon you because, like I said, it's a unique journey you're about to go on.
What is the difference between the oil and the capsules?
Well, the capsules, I've got an exact serving in there, so you can see there.
Yeah.
So you can see there's oil in there, and that has got 15 milligrams of CBD in there. So if you think that the would recommended serving size on the oil is 5 milligrams, it's 3 times as much.
Oh, get the capsules.
Yeah.
Get the capsules. 3 times as much.
Yeah, and plus you've got 375 milligrams of all the other cannabinoids in there.
Wow.
So that's why they work, for us, they're super strong in comparison to the oil.
Right.
But there's going to be different people for different reasons. Some people love the instantaneousness of the oil. You drop it and you feel it much quicker. But then for other people...
Oh, that's why you say do it in the morning.
Yeah, because it just gives me a good start to the day. It's like having but I do it with the coffee, so I have a nice espresso and I just put it in the coffee.
Yeah. I'm going to give that a go. I'm going to do it tomorrow morning.
It just gives you a kick start to the day and gets you ready for the day. But at night time, I like to I want to feel that relaxation. I want to start feeling, and it works. It works for me that way. But obviously, everyone's going to be different.
Well, I love what you said earlier. You've got to find your own level.
Yeah.
So find out what works best for you. That's why we're saying buy some stuff. Maybe go for some oil and go for the capsules and play with it. You've got 14 days. Try different things out. While you wait for it to arrive, why not jump online, go on Google, read about it. Go to The Rock. We showed you the thing there. The Rock, not was he a wrestler or a boxer?
Yeah, that was
He's
on
an
before
actor
us.
now,
That was
isn't
on
he?
before
He's
us.
an actor now. But The Rock is the THEROC, Realm of Caring, if I remember rightly, ROC.US. And you can read a lot more there as well. So do some of your own homework. Know what's going on here. It's really, really important. I've got one more quick question to squeeze in. You mentioned seed to shelf and explain that, but you mentioned full spectrum. What exactly does that mean?
Yeah, so full spectrum is where we take everything, we take all the cannabinoids out of there because we believe nature's best. So if you take all the cannabinoids out there, you've got 121 cannabinoids. We're discovering more cannabinoids every day.
Wow.
We've got 501 phytonutrients in there. We've also got terpenes, flavonoids, omega-3, 6 and 9, vitamins A, C and E. So that's all in there. Now, that's a full spectrum product. We believe that's the best way to do things. Some companies believe to isolate, so they think that just CBD on its own is the best way to go. The best way to describe that, imagine a big piece of pie. 40% of it's CBD.
Yeah.
They keep that 40% and then they throw the rest away. And then they just create this white crystal. It's chemically produced with ethanol and alcohol. But it's a personal choice, but we believe after 5.5 years of being in the industry as long as we have, one of the oldest companies and top 3 in America, by the way, that we are in a situation where we feel that's the best way. We give you pure and potent products.
Yeah, it makes complete and utter sense. So I'm just getting busier and busier and busier. The more information Chris shares with us, the more you're enjoying it. Find out for yourself. Again, while you wait for it to arrive, jump online, do a little bit of reading, do some research, go to therock.us and learn more. There's so many different sites that you can go and read about this. I want to give you a chance to place your order right now, so we're going to tell you a little bit more about OpenPay.
Using OpenPay couldn't be easier. In just 90 seconds, you can spread the cost of your online basket with up to 12 affordable interest-free instalments. Simply click on the OpenPay logo at the checkout to set up your account following the easy steps. You can select the payment plan that works best for you with up to 12 affordable interest-free instalments, helping you spread the cost of your shop. For full terms and conditions and more information about OpenPay, visit idealworld.tv/OpenPay. OpenPay. Buy now, pay smarter.
What a great idea, as you can spread the cost. Listen, the best time to use that OpenPay, really, I mean this, the OpenPay, if you want to go for a year's supply, you can literally spread the cost over a year, over 12 payments. What a brilliant opportunity. So you can get a year's supply. That way, if you want to do the year's supply thing, and that's what I'm going to recommend to you, come on, get your money's worth here, get a brilliant deal. You will get 6 of the 60-day capsules, because 60 days is 2 months, right? So you only need 6, not 12. And then you're only going to take the oil once a day, 1 drop a morning, so you're only going to need 6 bottles. I'd say go for 3 of the green, 3 of the blue. That's 3 of the natural, 3 of the cinnamon. And that's a whole year's supply then. We'll ship it all out to you, you'll get it all delivered, and then you get to spread that cost, and that'll be $39.57 on each of your 12 payments. And that's interest free. Please don't think we're trying to pull the wool over your eyes and we're going to get you for 20% extra or 30%. No, interest free. Otherwise, I wouldn't be recommending it to you. So let me just go through the options available to you. Oil. If you're just new to this and you want to just try one, you can buy one bottle. You don't have to buy a year's supply. If you just want to buy one bottle, you can. You could go for the natural or you can go for the cinnamon. In either case, you're going to see 502603 is your item number. Now, bear in mind, each of those is designed to last a month if you use it on its own. So you can have a drop in the morning and a drop in the evening. 60 drops in each of those bottles. Okay, 60 drops. So one bottle will last you a month if you do it morning and night. Obviously, if you just do it once a day, it lasts you 2 months. So there's your first choice. Then we've got 30 days of capsules. Bear in mind, Chris was just telling us 3 times stronger. I didn't know that. I do now. So that's really, really worth considering, isn't it? But here's my top tip. Go for the 60-day capsules. And the reason I say that, obviously that's 2 months. You'll take one of those in the evening, maybe when you get back from home from work, which is what Chris said he does. I take mine closer to the end of the day. But don't do it just before you go to bed. Chris was saying it takes about 40 minutes to settle in, so maybe an hour, a couple of hours before you go to bed. But if you go for this, 60 capsules and 1 bottle of oil, it can be the natural or it can be the cinnamon, then you've got 2 months supply. 2 months supply, because you're only going to take 1 drop in the morning and 1 capsule at night. That will last you 60 days, okay? Now, if you go for that, the 60-day worth, that will work out, will give you 8 open pays, and that's £9.89 on each of your 8 payments. But my top tip is to get 6 of those and 6 oils, any combination you like. 3 and 3 might be a nice way to go. And then you've got a year's supply. It's a 12-month supply, and we'll spread the cost over 12 payments, and that will be $39.57 on each payment. Listen, I really appreciate your company, appreciate the emails that you've been sending in. I don't need to miss out on this opportunity. Top tip will be go to our website. That's idealworld.tv. That'll give you the opportunity to look around, and you've got the opportunity to decide if you want oil, if you want capsules, if you want a combination of the two. And of course, if you've got an open pay basket, you can look around the website and get anything else that you're after, and that will also go into your open pay basket as well. So for those of you catching just the tail end of the show, I'm going to go back to a couple of the basics and answer some of the emails that you've sent in. Chris, for anyone just joining us right here, right now, why should they consider Elexinol? What are you all about?
I think, if it's a new product that you've never tried before, then I think you've always got to look for a company that's been trusted, that's been around for a while. So we're a public limited company as well. So we're floated on the Australian Stock Exchange, so we've got shareholders, so we're completely transparent. We've been going for 5.5 years. We were founded by a man, Paul Benham. If you did your research, if you went onto one of your search engines, he's been doing this for a long, long time. It's about trust, and for instance, countries trusted us. Like Japan, we were the only CBD brand for a little while that was actually in Japan. Right. So they took the trust, and that was the actual the Prime Minister of Japan is using our products. Yeah. It's about having the belief and the trust in a product. We're also transparent. One thing we've not really talked much about is the certificates of analysis. That's something that's really important. You'll see a batch number on each individual bottle. So each batch is not only tested by us, it's also tested by a third-party regulatory. So that means that this is a great way of trying CBD in the safe, the knowledge that you can, what we say is in there is exactly in there.
Yeah, I know we're saying CBD. Mm-hmm. Some people are going to be sitting there going, what is CBD?
So it's just a shortening of a longer word, cannabidiol. So rather than saying cannabidiol, which is a bit of a mouthful, CBD just goes along much easier on the tongue. And what it is it's a naturally occurring compound. We grow industrial hemp. It's inside the industrial hemp, which is sativa L. That's a species that we grow. And the reason we use it is high in CBD and low in THC. Right. And so we say healthy, not high.
I'm hearing Leonard emailed in, and he wants to know which part of the plant you use.
We use all the plant.
All of it? So that's that term full spectrum.
Yes, so it's a whole plant extract, so we use every part of it.
So let's just explain that again. So if you missed out on that earlier.
Yeah, so full spectrum is where we take everything out of the plant, so we extract all the goodness out of there, because we actually believe in nature knows best. Yeah. So you get, because there's 121 cannabinoids and counting, there's also phytonutrients, there's flavonoids, terpenes in there as well. So we take it all out of the whole plant. plant, so we use the seeds, the stalks, the leaves, and then whatever's left over, we then send off to make houses for hempcrete and hemp plastic, because it's such a versatile. There's no wastage with this plant, which is fantastic.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's fantastic. That's music to our ears these days, isn't it? I think it's really important to talk about its legal status in the UK.
Yep. So
Is it legal?
Yeah, completely legal. As what you've got to do whenever you're looking at CBD products, it's got to be under 0.2% THC. In our testing, this batch actually is coming in at 0.1, so you're way under that. The best way to describe it is like a 0.0 beer, a non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah.
Often they say non-alcoholic on the front, but then the rules are 0.5% ABV or lower is what is considered. So you'll often see 0.2, 0.3. It's the same in our industry, but it's 0.2. So yeah, really easy to be. It's completely legal most countries in the world.
Now don't forget you've got the choice of oil, or you can go for the tablets. I'll just show you a little, a capsule is the right word to use. I'm being told capsules are the most popular on this particular show, so please don't miss out. Can you, if I tilt it, you'll actually see there you go. You can see it is oil in there. There really is oil in there. So what's the difference then, Chris, between a capsule and the oil itself?
That oil is the same as the natural oil. It's got purified water in there, and it's a vegetarian capsule. So that's all that's in there.
Okay.